Welcome to the channel, presented by the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Enjoy the show.
People, what's good? Yo, check it out. Welcome to the Beeline ENT, LLC. What we got for you? First off, we got the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, talking a little of everything. Then we got Straight Through the Ropes, STR, baby, Wrestle Talk, where we talk all things pro wrestling. Next up, we got the Show Off Show, that's right, the Beeline ENT Entertainment. And then on Sunday nights, we going live on the line with that group panel discussion. Check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Head on over to YouTube and subscribe. Also, pick up some merch. The Beeline ENT LLC. Let's go.
This is a special report from the Beeline Entertainment, LLC.
People, this is your boy Brian B from the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. And we got an important announcement. We on the road to 1,000 subscribers, baby. That's right. Head on over to YouTube today. Make sure you click that subscribe button for more content coming at you. I'll see you there. Get more W. That Genderless energy drink mix that's going to power you through your gaming, content creation, whatever you're doing, is there for you. Enter that promo code BrianBNRG and get 10% off your order today. Get more W, get more power.
Yes, you are, yes, you are, yes, you are the only one. 'Cause there's something special about you.
People, it's me, Brian B. We back at it, that's right. Yo, check it out. You guys usually don't see me up on here this early going live. You know, I might be making a little TikTok or, you know, doing something else, whatever, while I got some free time in my hand before the man, and I ain't talking about Becky Lynch, but the man trying to take me back and take my schedule away from me. But right now I got a little bit of free time. And I'm glad I got a little free time because check it out. It's been a lot going on in the world of wrestling recently. And as you guys know, we do Wrestle Talk Wednesdays. We got Commission Talks at 5 p.m. And then we got STR Nation, baby, at 9 p.m. every Wednesday night if you want to catch up with that latest in wrestling. Both crews definitely on. But today we had to do a quick, pull an audible and, jump on here and talk about some of the recent events that's been happening. You know, we do have the Royal Rumble coming up this weekend. It's going to be probably, a big priority for both shows. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to want us to get our opinions on, what we think we're going to see, who you think is going to win, all that stuff or whatever. But man, listen, they've been dropping bombs on it. They've been dropping bombs on it. Yo, shit. Yo, a lot has changed. Come to think of it, in the last 2 years, really, we've seen some, even more than that, going back even further, AEW and for the last 5 years, maybe that's a little fairer to say, the world of professional wrestling has been drastically changing. There's been a lot of advancements. It's been a lot of, stories and speculations and controversy. And listen, if this shit ain't as popular as when it was the Attitude Era and Stone Cold was middle fingering the planet and The Rock was raising eyebrows and dropping the elbow, listen, if it ain't as popular as it was back then, I don't fucking know, man. We got social media, you got wrestling podcasts, you got yo, listen, this shit is really picking up, man. And we're gonna talk about some stuff today, some events that happened today. And to start off with me, you may see a couple of people from both shows, from STR and the commission talks. You may see we all kind of filtering in together. We're gonna be doing some collaboration, so we all work together, man. We killing it on this wrestling shit. I also want to take this time before I bring in some guests. I want to take this time to say, listen to all wrestling fans and wrestling podcasters out there. We are currently in development. Now, it ain't going to be no 2K24 shit, but we have a wrestling game that we're actually putting together. It's going to be a game that we play on the show. We're going to actually invite teams to play with us. So it's going to be other podcasts, wrestling podcast fans, even, diehard fans of wrestling. It's going to be kind of like a trivia show. We're going to have points. We're going to have, graffiti and graphics and all that shit or whatever. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you feel like you have some very, very strong wrestling history, come with it, because our team's going to be going up against your team. The commission talks and STR are going to be rocking together. And we're going to be taking on, the other teams that's out there. So definitely look forward to that. It's probably going to be coming in the next few months. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. So if you guys want to hit me up and just, put in your application now, like, hey, I know I've been watching wrestling for 450,000, whatever, bro. But you better be good on that mic and shit like that. Yo, check it out. We're going to be talking about some new stuff that's been going on. Woke up to a lot of news today, and to help me do that, as of right now, we do have my commission brother. You've seen him on this show plenty of times. He talked that pro wrestling. That's right, pro wrestling is his shit too. That's my boy from the 1130 podcast, Mr. Dre. On what up, Dre?
Yeah, what it do? What it do? What's going on, man?
Chilling,
What's
man.
going on, man? Like, what a day! What a
Yo,
day to start off this wrestling stuff, man.
It's only the afternoon. We ain't even, we'll never be this early on the mic.
Never, never. Hey, you said one thing, man. If wrestling is not as popular, or as popular or popular than the Attitude Era, man. The Attitude Era was definitely thumping, man. It was popping. But I think right now, like how you mentioned, with social media as well, and people with wrestling podcasts and content creators, dog, like, man, I think it's popping, man.
Yeah. And I do say Attitude Era. I know there's a lot of people who kind of like, a lot of people have been recently more than ever, I would say, in my opinion, I've been seeing recently, a lot of people have been really quick to critique when you kind of, give examples of wrestling as a whole to the periods of WWE or WWF that you grew up watching. You know what I'm saying? And I say this shit all the time just to kind of clarify. WWE was one of the most popular things there ever is. It still is. It's always going to be. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You can bitch them on about it, whatever. WWE is one of the most popular fucking platforms when it comes to offering pro wrestling to the public, to the media. A publicly traded stock. It just got fucking taken over by another big ass public, professional industry with UFC and all the TKO and all that stuff. We're gonna talk about that today. But that's why, the examples for me, I grew up watching WWE. I grew up watching fucking WCW. Those are the shit that I grew up watching. NWO, Degeneration X, the Hart Foundation. I'll go even back to Hulk Hogan, you know what I'm saying? Before he was, saying racial shit or whatever. I listen, that's the platform. That's the reference. That's the reference that I think a lot of people are also going to be attracted to as well when you're talking. But Attitude Era was one of the most popular fucking eras of professional wrestling. Just like even and including with that is NWO, is Degeneration X, is like the big platforms where you go to the wrestling events now. And I don't give a fuck where you go to New Japan, you go wherever you want to go. Them motherfuckers wearing NWO shirts, Stone Cold shirts.
Yeah,
you gotta be honest. You feel me? Like,
yeah, they wearing the OG shirts. It don't matter what wrestling company or event you go to. Someone probably is going to wear an Austin 316 shirt, DX, an NWO shirt, just like how you said, or something like that. So man, it's popping though. I hope the Hulk Hogan don't be in the Rumble. I hope that's ain't what's coming though, right?
I definitely don't think. Wait, he's doing a lot of shit recently. He got baptized. He's saving people from burning buildings and cars.
Yeah, right.
Hulk Hogan revamping.
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
I thought that was a little promo talking about he gonna be in the Rumble though. But hey,
Yeah.
but yeah, I digress.
Yeah, no, I feel you, bro. And you want to know something? You can't take anything away as we're learning, man. You never know. You can't say never with this industry right now
Yeah.
because it's so much going on. I definitely want to just kickstart it and just say, like we said, we woke up this morning to some really interesting news. One of the first reports we're gonna go ahead and touch on is this one right here, man. This is very interesting. Now, I want to say this as well. I wanted to jump on here. I was excited. So I'm going to learn about this shit as you. So if you're in the comments and I say something wrong, feel free to correct. I don't give a fuck. I ain't perfect. I didn't do my homework well when I was in school. You think I do great homework when I'm nah, I look at some shit. I'll check and make sure I fact check a little bit. And then I go on, move forward with it. But this is one of the biggest stories that popped up today. Very interesting story. Let's check it out. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, this motherfucker. Yo, when do you sleep, The Rock? What do you do? Like, this motherfucker sleep with a pen and paper in his hand, just continuously working.
Exactly.
All right, so Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, it has been announced today that he is now officially on the WWE board. Now that's what it says. Now we're gonna kind of break that down, I guess, in a little while. And he also, on another, popular, piece of information is he now owns the name The Rock. You know what I'm saying? People forget about that, especially people who don't really know the industry. These guys go into the corporation, which is WWE. That is the corporation. So you see The Rock, you see Stone Cold, and most of the time WWE owns that. You feel me? Like, so if you get out of WWE, that's why you got, people like Dolph Ziggler just transitioned, and now he's Nick Namath. Sasha Banks, now she's Mercedes, because WWE owns that content. So you can't just go everywhere and be like, you don't fucking Sasha Banks. Like,
Yeah, that's why for a long time he wanted to distinguish himself from The Rock, and he was just calling himself, by his actual name,
Dwayne
and
Johnson, yeah.
Dwayne Johnson and stuff like that. So, hey, I think this is awesome, man. Like,
Yeah.
him getting this the name back, because for a while you like I just said, he was just going by Dwayne Johnson,
For real.
and that's a tweet he made a couple of weeks ago. I think it's starting to add all the way up, and
Yeah.
and I think a lot of people probably took it as, okay, yeah, he's signing on for this match, or he's doing this, but I don't even think it was that. I think it was this, and what we heard this morning also with Raw moving to the Netflix deal and all that. So
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. But Rock doesn't sleep, man. He always talk about how he up at 4 o'clock in the morning, clanging and banging.
Doing a lot. Yeah, we got our other commission
huge.
brother in the room. Bringing to the stage, you got the American prodigy himself. We talk about The Rock. We talked about The Rock too many times, so now he gonna jump in here. The Rock's the greatest of all time. Oh, Cody Rhodes. Listen, we're gonna be talking some shit on this episode too. So I hope you guys enjoy it. But bring him up, brother Warren. Marlo, what up, Warren?
What up, fam? What up?
What up, Warren?
What's up, boys?
Commission, bro. We early.
On?
We a day.
Hey,
we a day and some hours.
A lot of people.
I'm down for this. Hey, it's time. We can't wait no more. Tuesday morning. Ding, 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 ding. 50 minutes on my phone.
Oh shit.
Hey,
Warren right here. Robot,
did you see this? Hey, did you see this? And I'm
Warren,
just I don't even have my coffee yet.
Warren, I just want to, and we want to hear everything you got to say, bro. But you're breaking up a little bit. I don't know if you want to try to maybe your connection's it's kind of bad, a little rough.
Man, the fact that he's on. Oh no, go ahead.
I'm gonna pull Warren out real quick, and then Warren, try to see if you can rejoin us. All right, cool.
Yeah, but the fact that he's on the board, man, I think, I think WWE is about to do something real big. And somebody point something out too, with The Rock on, and you got a lot of guys, obviously with Triple H in charge. I think they about to, sort of put an attitude 2.0. I feel like, man.
Listen, that's what I want, and we're gonna talk about all of this right now. I guess people are seeing that we're on now, so we're really jumping in. All right, let me see. Warren's back. Do we even see him as The Rock anymore, or has he built the Johnson name that it doesn't matter if The Rock got his name? I mean, I think it definitely does matter because
I told you no.
I think one of the biggest things that you have to deal with as somebody who is established in another area, if you are trying to build your name elsewhere, which does happen with wrestlers even when they go into other promotions. So if you're known as The Rock and that's what one of your biggest followings are going to be, then you have to Warren got the babies in today, but then you have to be able to have somebody follow you in that way as well. You don't want to lose your following on your biggest name. You feel me? Like, you don't want to lose your following on your biggest name. So having The Rock is going to be important, I think.
Yeah, I think this is gonna come with like something with his, movie production, $7, and him doing something with The Rock, and obviously he's coming back for another match or whatever. So I think that is what it really is, though, because for a long time, like my man Kenny just said, shout out to the Call Up Podcast, he was just like, it doesn't matter if he has his name, but I mean, he made his name, Dwayne Johnson. We know DJ Dewey, whatever you want to call him, but us diehard fans, we know him, as The Rock. So I feel like they got
that's the banana pie eating. I love that shit. Yeah. Warren, how you feel about the news this morning, bro?
I think it's crazy. When we were talking about who's going to be the buyer of WWE, $7 production was a possibility. It was in the ranking with it. Now, when I said this with TKO, I'm sitting there thinking like, man, you got to think there's so many parts that can go with it. Project Rock is the personal sponsor of UFC completely. All UFC fighters have to wear Project Rock gear at all times. So it's like seeing this now. I mean, look at it just like as an independent wrestler. It's a big opportunity for all of us now. Like, look at it. Like, what he done for the NFL. There's 4 XFL players that played in that 4 XFL that are now in the NFL now, due to him getting an opportunity. Like, now, independent wrestlers are going to get more of an opportunity to get more bigger on the big stages and stuff like that, because Rock is always about open opportunity. I mean, like y'all just said, man, this man don't sleep. This man is a hard worker. He's in the gym, puts time in the gym, goes in there, does his work. I mean, the dude has, I don't know what The Rock doesn't own. What does The Rock not own? He has his own liquor.
He's got a lot of water,
shit. His own clothes.
The whole XFL, not even to mention, not even to mention the football league with the XFL and the USFL, merging with the UFL now. So I think that's The Rock just doing everything now, from movies to sports,
Hollywood,
all of it.
He's
good at it too, man,
bro.
I mean, he's good at it too. Like, he took his popularity and he just like he preaches, he wants to be the hardest worker in the room, and he is an established name with the most electrifying man in the business. He took that shit to Hollywood.
Thought it was a good movie. I don't care what anyone says.
What movie?
Black Adam.
Black Adam was decent. It wasn't bad. But you also had this motherfucker.
You got the action figure?
He pulled it up immediately. He sleeps.
Hey,
Warren, you sleep. You sleep.
I see a lot of content. I see famous content creators literally show action figures like it's nobody's business all over their house. So I gotta have at least him on there. Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would have a whole bunch too.
No judgment.
But him joining, I think let's talk about him joining the board. What does that mean? Does that mean
thank you, Dre?
Do you have any creative ideas or opportunities within the actual WWE?
Yeah.
And also with the UFC, obviously, probably going to have that UFC hand, on that side, though. But
I think the whole concept of that is, dude, like I just said from the beginning, man, like open opportunity. Like, this is going to be where we're not just going to look at, all right, this certain area to recruit superstars. We're going to look at everywhere. Everyone deserves an opportunity. Wrestling is a tough gig to get in this business. You get in what you get out. Sometimes you put in so much effort and you don't get much out of it. I'll be honest with you. I've seen a 20-year vet literally only make maybe $100 or something like that. But it's just the fact that there's so much open opportunity. The Rock knows the business. He knows the wrestling business as a whole, regardless of what we want to think of. I mean, man, it's going to be crazy. And obviously that also means, too, is I think Triple H is going to have a lot more saying into a lot of things now, because with Rock and Triple H running WWE, I mean, crazy, like that's insane to think. 2 guys that literally took over when Stone Cold left. Thought, hey, what are we gonna do without Austin? These 2 guys get the ball. Who would have thought these 2 are gonna be running the product? Like, it's insane.
Yeah. I mean, I feel the same way. I feel like, when you hear, you know, the story, you know, legit, it just regularly says he's on the board, you know, and when you think of it, like I try to make comparisons with words and shit. When you think of what a board is, you know, it's usually like the head council, man. It's the head people that kind of call the shots for whatever the organization is. Yeah, there you go, head of the table, right? For real.
I like that.
But,
That's cool.
him being a part of, if there's any say so in whatever, you know, piece of the puzzle he's going to be attached to, you know, this is a guy coming from one of the greatest careers in this industry. So just like you said with Triple H, you know, these are guys who have been molded and sculpted in this industry in one of the top fucking I'm sorry to say one of the, like, I have to express that. No, WWE is the fucking biggest professional wrestling industry on the planet. If you want to argue it, then you're silly. But yeah, he's on the fucking board, man.
We all agree to that.
He's at least one person out of however many that is calling the head shots. And how deserving, you know what I mean? This man obviously is a businessman. You know, we're all sitting spectators outside of the you know, the headquarters, but he's obviously a businessman. He obviously knows what he's doing to a degree. So I'm very excited to see what kind of experience he's going to bring. What kind of you know, like Warren was even saying, like, you know, if you're finding talent, what kind of stories you're going to try to build. You know, what kind of influence you're going to try to bring to the table when somebody brings some goofy shit. Let's be real. When somebody brings some goofy shit and says, hey, let's do a storyline with a bitch on a fucking forklift, and that's what you got. Nah, I'm pretty sure The Rock and Triple H, these motherfuckers, are you stupid motherfucker? Did you watch wrestling before? And then they're going to have a lot more influence in the product, and that's what I'm interested in.
That's
So
what I think.
Thing is, and this is the same thing too, is we're thinking as like just the contact sport generation. It's not longevity with the sport, UFC or wrestling. I think also with The Rock and the board as well, is he's going to give up an opportunity like, hey, there's these movies coming out. Do you want to do those? There's these shows coming out. This is going to be the thing that I tell people. This is why Vince McMahon is who he was from the beginning.
I think
the name outside the product.
Yeah,
period.
For sure.
I think that's going to be an idea as well. That I think that's definitely is going to be on the table. You know, if so. But I think mostly Dwayne The Rock, you know, joining the WWE board is trying to help further the WWE than where it's at even now. And I think with that is telling these stories. You know, even The Rock said, man, you know, he coming back and wanting to do it. He want to make sure the story is right and do it, you know, how it's supposed to be done. And like Brian said, get the goofy shit out of here. And, you know, I think The Rock is going to bring in some, you know, he can bring in some real creative ideas, man. Yeah. And with this whole change going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. With this whole change going up, I think it's, man, I don't know.
That's crazy though. But the funny thing is with WWE, just in general, how many times have we had 2 years consecutive where we're just so amped up for upcoming pay-per-views? We're in Royal Rumble week, and literally this weekend, this Saturday night, all the crazy fantasy bookings that we've all been imagining, or all that, we're gonna find out finally what's gonna happen just in this Rumble. Yeah. And that we've been thinking about this Rumble for the last 3 or 4 months now. Like, how crazy is WWE now making it to where, hey, it's on the tip of your tongue now, and you're like excited about it. You're not just sitting there like, oh man.
But that does go into
they're gonna do this. Like,
yeah, I had an interesting conversation yesterday to touch on both of what you guys just said together. I had an interesting conversation yesterday. I was on another show and I was speaking with people about, you know, the mainstream of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? When you look at guys like Hulk Hogan, when you look at guys at John Cena, how many motherfuckers can you go up on the street and just say, hey, do you know wrestling? Mm-hmm. And they say, what do you mean, WWE? What do you mean that the thing with John Cena? Or, you know what I'm saying? But back in the day, it was Hulk Hogan. And then it was The Rock, because The Rock was one of the, you know, probably the biggest. You know, The Rock's so big now, there's motherfuckers who probably don't even know he's a wrestler. Like, a lot of people too. Like that he wrestled and shit.
They'll look at him like, oh, of course.
But I mean, they'll look at him and say he's big. But Arnold Schwarzenegger was big too. Either. But you know, you wouldn't think wrestler. So it's interesting, like you said, the mainstream part of it is going to be an interesting establishment that maybe The Rock can bring some attention to. Who can we get out of the? Who do I know? That I can put into these big pictures. Who can I, push these ideas to when the board comes in and say, hey, this movie came to us and they said we need a new action star. There ain't many, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is small as shit compared to the guys from back in the day. But we need new action stars. Now The Rock is going to maybe one of those people that's like, I got just a guy for you. I know these guys. I've been around them. The people in the fucking room, in the locker room, in the back, these are the ones that you want to be people speaking for it for the most part, because it's got its problems too. Because then you got the motherfuckers that you don't like, and then oh shit, man, we all had that friend or that enemy that became your boss or some shit. At Burger King, you're like, damn, this nigga got moved up. Damn, I'm fucked now. But also, like Warren was saying, like I said, with the mainstream stuff, but also, damn, I forgot the other part, man. It's really interesting.
Burger King.
It's really interesting to see, like, the dynamics. Oh, that's what we're talking about. How excited we are for this now. Wrestling has been in a transition period, for the last I said 5 years when I started the show today. When AEW was introduced, even before that with All Out and or All In, whatever, I can't never remember exactly which one. But when that was introduced, that was a big thing with Cody as well. It's been a transition, man. We've really been learning the indie circuit. We've really been trying to focus on other promotions, not just WWE, not just the monopolization of it. But now it's like there's so much going on. People who have gripes with WWE before because, Vince McMahon was doing this, Vince McMahon. Vince ain't there no more. It's different now. It's a whole new fucking company. Now we got, like I said earlier, I heard somebody else say this, but DX and The Rock are just add Stone Cold in that shit and just make it, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're running this shit, yo.
Yeah.
I love it, though. I mean, look at it this way. Who else could really bring these products? Like, really invest it? Guys have, in a way, they've done the exact same thing that they're doing now. They put their bodies on the line. They paid. I mean, himself, hey, WWE match, hey, we're taking you back. You're gonna go and train in Memphis, Tennessee. We're not guaranteed you're gonna come back, but this is the way for you to get to the ropes and see what happens.
Yeah.
And for him to earn his ropes, Stone Cold did the same shit. Stone Cold went to USWA, 9 different federations before he got into WWE.
Oh yeah, he was
Triple H. Triple H has done paid his due. Shawn Michaels was told at the time, you will not make it. You're too damn small. You will not do this thing. Established himself what is. So who else could really be running a product right now? In my mindset as an independent worker, I would gladly work for those guys, knowing more that, hey, they've done more for this business than anybody I know.
Yeah.
And of course, they're not a shady person outside of that in that business moniker as well.
I look at it
to what we know also.
Yeah. I look at it like you everybody know Coach Prime, right? Famous football player. Played for.
Oh, sorry, Dre, but this is hey Courtney, we're trying to figure that shit out too.
Warren going in and out though.
Yeah, Warren, he got a bad connection today, brother.
Like it's like multiple football players, who were great. And they played in their prime and they did amazing things, won Super Bowls and been Pro Bowl players or whatever, whether it's basketball or football. And they go on to retire and they was amazing at the sport. And they come back as a coach, as a mentor, as a leader. And I see that as Triple H and as Shawn Michaels and as The Rock and coming back, bringing, what they sort of, did and they popularity back into the sport, pull back in to the sport that really gave them, their careers, such as like The Rock, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H. Triple H is running the damn thing now. Like, man, I used to despise Triple H, growing up.
As a
Shawn
heel and
Michaels.
shit, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Shawn Michaels,
I
was
popped
the
for him when he
man.
came
And
back in the garden, though.
obviously, The Rock is The Rock. So for these guys to come back, I think it's only right. You got guys like Dean Malenko, guys like Finn Finley, guys that we don't really talk about who are,
In the
way
back, yeah.
past, are in the back and producing matches and really putting, puzzles together and really making this shit happen. And I think, that is really what it is, man. And I think that we starting to see these guys, these guys that we all grew up watching and loved and admired, come back and pull back into the sport we love, which
Yeah.
is WWE and wrestling in general. So I think it's amazing, dog.
Absolutely.
Like, really.
Yeah, and like you said too, man, there's so many other fields that, when you do see, I was just saying it because another, report that came out today was, once again, they're switching up the damn, announcer team. Let's see what Courtney said. Hey, look who the head of the table of the board of directors. Listen, bro.
The goat. The
Head
goat,
of the table.
The goat.
Yeah. How Roman gonna fight this motherfucker? He owns shit now. Like, he won regardless.
I'm the head of the table. What if he used that in one of his promos?
We'll see. But yeah, like they said the commentating team is going to switch up again, which has been switching up like every 5 minutes but like I said, I'm understanding.
Kevin Patrick. Man, I no offense to him though, but I believe it's the accent that he got, and I don't know, he just ain't selling it the way. And I know Wade Barrett, got that British accent and stuff, but I don't know.
Wade is great.
Kevin Patrick, yeah, he is,
Wade
but I don't
great.
know if Kevin Patrick gets that on it though. He was on Raw. They tried him on Raw, and then they put him on SmackDown. Had Michael Cole with him, trying to teach him.
I don't know what it was, and he never really knew.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He doesn't come off like a wrestling.
You hear him talk on a podcast, and he talks about soccer, bro. He is so talking about it, talking about how the placements and everything. Like, if he did a little bit more research on this scenario, like, WWE signed me, but watch the product a little bit so you understand what you're doing.
Do you want somebody like Dre was saying? Do you want somebody in the fucking like we have established? Let's paint the picture for. Listen. I want to say this on the record. I paint the picture, so if my explanation be long, it is. Fuck it, I don't care. But
you may forget what scenario he's talking about.
I'm saying exactly right. But just to paint the picture, if you on, like we said, the grandest stage of WWE, which is the highest promotion in professional wrestling, and then you have the commentators for this spectatorship, and they're the ones who make it engaging, who gives you the rules, who shows you to play, speaks to or talking to you most of the time when you're watching it in your living rooms and shit. So do you want somebody who has to go and research? You feel me? Like has to go and I don't know him, but like you said, if he is somebody who doesn't really know the industry like that, or if he's just like very, very, very casual, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think that's a spot for you.
Kevin Patrick is one of those guys they bring in who done the international thing. It was another guy who worked on the Major League Baseball network, and he was a baseball analyst or reporter or whatever, and he joined WWE and it didn't really go well.
Yeah,
so
I think I remember who you're talking about. I don't know his name though.
Yeah, I forgot his name too, though. Not to be funny, but he just reminds me of one of those guys, though. But Michael Cole really says it for me, though. Obviously, he want to just hand it off to someone else. Obviously, he's been commentating, doing the damn thing for a while.
Like 40 years, damn near.
I remember Mauro Ranallo, man, when he was on NXT, he came up to SmackDown for a minute. I think he's a Showtime boxer commentary. Like, he was vicious. The whole depression thing and traveling on the road really got to him. But yeah, like how you mentioned it, man, you gotta be able to sell that, man. And the only other person that I can say but now he's commentating in TNA was Tom Phillips. I think he was really cool too. But yeah, I don't know what's up with Kevin Patrick though. They might just put Michael Cole on both Raw and SmackDown.
I mean, but see, I think that would be kind of taking the easy way out too, because we know Michael Cole is like the commentator that we've always had.
Big Joseph is good as well, though. He's the commentator with Booker T on NXT.
Yeah, I saw. But can we?
He was actually an independent wrestler.
Why can't we get like somebody who like they're telling me there's no wrestlers out there like back in the day or whatever, like there's no wrestlers that's looking for a job like Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett came in, he's good on the mic, he's good.
Believe it or not, some of them just are not good with stuff that's already pre-written. And I think JR talked about it vaguely is the reason why he kind of couldn't re-sign with WWE is because everything was off the top of his head, not like, hey, it's already self-explanatory, written down and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Michael Cole is probably one of the best.
Yeah, I appreciate that one. That's a good one right there. I would love to be a con. Listen, I would love. I would have.
My God, believe it or not, my God. I used to.
Oh my God! Did he just fall off the ladder?
Back then, but it's like the whole nostalgia, especially with us doing podcasts and stuff like that. People talk about it all the time. Like, hey man, y'all got like a commentator's voice and stuff like that. I've never seen myself like that, so it's it's pretty cool to see people say stuff like that.
Yeah, we appreciate that for real. But yeah, I mean, it is interesting. But that's like we were saying, man. It's definitely
questions are a mother, and you trying to read words word for word and everything.
Yeah,
like that.
and listening to the inside. Yeah, it's definitely hard work, man. It's definitely hard work. But we're going through the transition period, and I think this whole 2024 is going to be a transition period. I feel like we're going to consistently be seeing stories like this, new engagements. The business is really taking off. The business just got purchased, and not for nothing, we're not just going to talk about all WWE guys. Okay, I know.
Can I say something real fast though? I think with the NFL playoffs and the Super Bowl coming up, I think the NFL just need to go ahead. I know some people are mad because their teams didn't make it. No offense, Lord. But I know some teams are a little upset because their teams didn't make it to the championship or going all the way or whatever. So now it's rigged. It's rigged.
Oh yeah.
This is rigged. So I think NFL, you know what? You do good business.
Lamar don't not hear you say this shit either.
Just come out and just say, you know what? This shit is rigged.
And they do some good business. Not hear you say this shit.
Look, WWE just say, you know what? Look here. You know what? It is what it is, my nigga. This is storylines, and look, we doing what we doing. And motherfuckers is still continue to eat it up.
Sports, bro. Like people just gotta realize, and I mean,
man.
It is.
It's so funny. Like if you don't get your way, you simply are just going to have something in your head to make you believe, okay, this is what happens. Just because a Canadian weather spot, super location. First of all, they said the location was actually the wrong area. California. It's actually supposed to be Las Vegas. So it's like, okay, cool, play, whatever. I mean, in NFL, it's
trying to hear Warren. Hey, Beeline, I'm sorry, we're trying to hear Warren over here. When it's like you sound you in a spaceship. But the thing that's bad is you want to know what sucks? There really is that bullshit out there. And that's the reason why you speculate. And yeah, people do probably use it more than they should. But the thing is, man, motherfuckers could be right, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, there could be some
Vegas, bro. It makes you believe it. When I was in Vegas and seeing how they look at statistics in sports and stuff like that, I was blown away. Yeah. And like one guy literally was only one game off of his whole prediction. I mean, like he's picking, all right, under or higher, like what's the score limit going to be? And he literally only missed one game, and I was just sitting there blown away, like how
that's called gamble
stuff. Like, bro,
yeah. I mean, if you choose that life, that's your shit. But if you watching sports,
I was blown away. I just watched it. I was like, what the freak? And he was like, yeah, they about to win by like 30. It's like, yeah.
So that's real interesting. So we got another topic, like we were just talking about. One of the big stories was The Rock, being on the board, and we still don't know what the fuck that means all the way, but we'll find out as we go. But let's just put it as The Rock is a big name of importance at this point within WWE and TKO or whatever, whatever he's going to be established, he's at the top somewhere. So that's very interesting. But I wanted to ask you guys, and now this is going to be interesting, especially with Warren. So Warren, yell at your internet so we can have you, because I want to have you for this conversation, honestly.
You said yell at my internet?
It's getting better. It must have worked. It's way better now.
You guys so funny, man.
But AEW
Yeah, what's up?
AEW. Here we go. AEW. Now, they just recently had a report as well. While you guys are talking, I'm going to find it. But apparently, AEW has been, I think they said something like they have been under a million, or I think it was under a million, but it may be lower than that.
You gonna pick me to get this
on
topic.
there.
Okay.
Well, I just want to get everybody's like thoughts.
Hey, I love it. Yeah. I mean, like I said, countless times, bro, the honeymoon stage is over. And now with the bigger moniker stepping up, it's, and I'm gonna be honest, now that TNA's back in the radar, they better watch out.
They really better watch out. Really.
TNA is now getting almost 1 million viewers a show now. That's insane. Insane.
They are new though. That's another honeymoon phase. No, they're new. It's a new phase. It's a new phase. No matter how long they've been around.
TNA is going again. I remember. If anybody doesn't remember, guys.
Be the dead horse.
I mean, about it. Vince saw TNA as a true competition in the past.
What?
Like, yes. You don't see what Vince used to say about.
No, back in
why do you think EC3 didn't get nothing, even though he's a dirtback scumbag?
TNA is greater than AEW.
No, back in
never got an opportunity.
Yeah, back in 2010 and in 2011, when TNA was going head to head with WWE, and TNA sort of learned their lesson not to do that. But that's when WWE in a way felt them as a little sort of competition, and sort of AEW in my opinion, AEW. You got Tony Khan, obviously he's the man. They have a lot of money. Obviously WWE is number one, but Tony Khan has so much money that he said, yo, man, we going, obviously with the Young Bucks and etc., we're going to start this wrestling promotion. I think that's what really it is. AEW have just a huge fucking budget, or else they will be in
daddy money.
That was WCW. That was the same shit.
Hey, I'm going to change the subject a little bit real quick.
They would be in
you better buy a fucking quarterback or something for our team, man, damn it.
Or else they would just be in these small, venues like how TNA is, and I just think TNA right now, they just fell off with the whole Hulk Hogan thing, the whole Dixie Carter thing, the whole, in between on the networks, and they just fell bad, and it really wasn't like a thought of. And with things starting to heat up, and they going back to TNA, they start doing some interesting shit. I don't know if y'all seen that shit with Top Dollar and Joe Hendricks, man.
I did.
With the Cheez-Its.
Interesting.
That shit was funny, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what? And
he's
obviously
funny, bro. He really is a comedy star.
He is coming. Top Dollar really is kind of making a name for himself in independent.
Before he got signed by WWE, he was doing some funny antics on the indies, and that was what you remembered him off. So
I feel like
WWE being a serious character was a whole different moniker.
TNA is really they picking up on the momentum that sort of AEW once had, and even the Young Bucks said it a couple of weeks ago. They threw shot at CM Punk in a little in that interview a little bit by saying when we let other insiders come in and try to sort of take over the business, some sort of stuff he said, and they lost their way in a way. And I feel like TNA is sort of gaining, on that momentum. And even with Nick Minoff back, and I think it was Steve McLean was like, dog, man, people were just going to be like, what happened to Dolph Ziggler? I was like, oh, shit, he got him.
I don't agree with that. I'll be honest. I feel like Nick Namath, he's been Dolph Ziggler for so long. I feel like his character and of course his caliber is Dolph, Nick, whatever you want to call him, he's gonna create some shit on the indies, bro. I said I think on this show, I think I said that even it's gonna go two ways with Dolph Ziggler. If he leaves, I saw him maybe going into comedy, maybe going into acting. I said, all right, fuck it. He might be a whole other thing he'll do. Yeah. But if he comes back, I feel like he's going to be a dominating presence in the indie scene. And I'm telling you right now, I can see it already.
Oh no, I agree. I agree. I disagree with excuse me,
I'm here
Steve
for it.
McLean
Real,
when
Courtney.
he said the court when he said the statement. But I feel like, man, he's gonna go off and do something sort of like how guys like Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, guys
Yeah.
who left the business and gonna come back,
I
and
just want him to
show
change
what
the
he got.
whole
Though.
moniker. Change his whole moniker. Don't make anything resemble of what your Ziggler character was.
But he
Change
still
it
got the
and
zigzags,
go.
though. I mean, like that's still
Yeah.
The
like,
zigzag. Yeah, you can keep the finisher, but I'm saying like the look. Don't
I
I
bring
think
the
you're gonna
same
transition
thing
from that too. I think you
like
I
the
think,
dress
yeah.
up thing, man. Come on, get in there. I want to see like true what we say nickname. Like this is his actual freaking name for crying.
yeah,
Macklin.
Go in there
I
and
said
establish
Steve.
yourself. Macklin's a. I will say this: Macklin has changed his whole damn mantra when he left WWE, and I love it. It's so good with him. It's worked for him. The mantra has really helped. So with him coming in and giving the rub to Nick Namath, I think it's going to be an interesting concept. And it's
Okay,
going to see
who the hell is Steve
where can he
Macklin?
go.
Why am I not?
That's the one that was in the promo with.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but
him?
he
He was
was-
in WWE.
yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah,
him.
he was in
WWE at
he
all.
was in
with,
WWE. He was in that group with
What's their name?
I can't think of the
Ali,
group, man.
Retribution.
No. It
No.
was in NXT. They never
Oh, bunch of
It's
motherfuckers that you don't
had
remember in there.
they had a couple of matches on SmackDown when they came up.
Guy's name on TNT. God, I can't remember his name. He was the wool fucking dude.
I don't remember that shit at all. I'll be real.
You remember Gunner from T?
Yeah, he was with Gunner and another guy.
Chiseled.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
shredded. Gunner, they were something American. It was like
I'd have to see him because apparently, for me at least, it wasn't
God, I
important enough to
forgot
remember.
it.
I'm sorry.
his tag team partner.
No
was,
hate, but I'm being honest. Shit for me.
Who was
But,
the tag team partner, Dre?
Look up Steve.
I-
They
Nash.
were on NXT for
I
a
just
long
know
time. They
it
were
was-
NXT tag.
I'll check it out. I'll
tag
check it out.
champs.
I like that promo that he did with nickname. So I
Because
mean,
it was Gunner. What's his name?
and
I was just on a show with Gunner just recently. God, I forgot his name.
All right, Warren, we ain't gonna fucking pass out about it. But listen, it is interesting to see what's going on. But I only bring it up because I'm not trying to hate on AEW. I'm just trying to, see what the fuck's going on. There is one thing when you do have competing industries, or if you do have similar industries, at least, you do look at, competition. You do look at, alternative. So it really is something to see. Like you said, somebody said it on the panel here. You see, WWE is definitely going through a transitional period where it looks like they're going to become a whole lot interesting, yo. They're going to become really interesting. Not that they're not, but I'm saying that it's newer, it's refreshing, the things that they're doing. But it's also refreshing with the people who we may have learned in previous settings, like we're saying, Top Dollar and fucking Dolph Ziggler. These guys are going into different areas and they're becoming reinvented, and they're more interesting than they were when they were fucking on the biggest platform. So it can go so many fucking ways, man. Matt Cardona, and we keep saying his name, and he's been somebody.
He's another one too.
Wesley. So he tagged with Wesley Blake.
Yeah, there you go. Yes,
and Jackson Riker.
Jackson Riker. What was the group name?
Jackson Riker. Yeah, I remember. Okay, now I remember that. Now I remember. Okay, I remember that now. Yeah,
they were on SmackDown for a good minute too.
They were on SmackDown for a little bit, but they were in NXT, and then they got called up
when he was with Elias Jackson Riker. I remember that, but he had got they canned his ass. They said he was like saying he was politically fucking up in the back or whatever. But what's up, guys? You mentioned Nick. Do you see him coming back to WWE if he does make a major? Listen, I think that I'm not sure who that was, Facebook user, but I think that's always I'm sorry, were you also reading it?
Yeah. Do you see him coming back to WWE if does
anytime soon?
Of course, yeah, I see him coming back to that. Look at after the CM Punk thing, everybody's gonna come back to WWE one day. So I see him coming back after he does something, because a lot of guys. Dolph Ziggler been in WWE for 18 years. So for him to get released after 18 years, I mean, hey, we've seen it all through the pandemic and stuff.
Oh, what's up, brother?
I think he's gonna go off and do stuff on TNA, independent. He already doing independent stuff, so he's gonna make a name for himself and work with some guys that he haven't worked with, and he'll make his way back.
I agree. I think that there's no reason for anybody not to. I think that there's some people who like who are diehard, and they like to stick to what they invented. Very 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 supportive for whatever built them in any industry. But I think with Dolph Ziggler, guys like that, or anybody in that nature who comes in and then goes out and makes a name for themselves and reestablishes themselves. Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, fucking list is endless. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't mean to cut you off. I think my son was agreeing with you. He was banging on the door. I think he was.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Cody.
Yeah.
Cody.
I would love to see Dolph jump back in WWE, but not anytime soon. I'm not excited. I'm more excited seeing him out what he's doing now. I'm not always looking to see who's gonna jump back into WWE. I just want to see who's gonna be exciting, man. Wherever they are. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun seeing people. I mean, I also agree that there's people who get out of WWE and there were bigger names in WWE and then they fucking be boring. Sasha Banks in the indie scene. He was established there, but we'll see.
Sasha when she left, I don't, she just did the New Japan thing, and I think the most thing we have heard from Sasha Banks or Mercedes since she's been gone is that she wants X amount of money from doing shows. Then we actually seen her really wrestle. So with Nick Minoff, even though he went to New Japan, so how Mercedes did, but he's sort of doing something different, and
he made a name.
He's making a name.
He made a name, yeah.
Instead of just saying, you know what, I want $50 million and you want all this. Like that's all we know on the Mercedes for. Like, damn, Mercedes, like
Dre,
go get the bag. But
I mean,
Dre,
she
like
knows
you
her
said,
worth.
But like you said, but check it out, guys. She's like, I want $50 million as what you know me to be that I'm not no more, because she's not Sasha Banks. You are a whole new character. You are Mercedes Moné. Is Mercedes Moné worth as much as Sasha Banks? Fuck no. That would be like saying, you know what I'm saying? Like her real name, like when she gets off of wrestling and is Mercedes, whatever. Is she worth as much as Mercedes Moné? No, she's a different person. It's a fucking you're paid for your character, yo. You're paid for your character. So
that was the best part.
You ain't getting Disney. Oh, Disney money. Okay, that's what Warren's laughing at. I know.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing at too.
I'm trying to figure it out. But yeah. See, we got some comments here. Well, there are two ladies that I want to see come back to WWE. Who you want to see, Courtney? Who you think's going to be? It looks like we're getting Naomi.
Charlotte. What if Charlotte?
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi going to be back this.
She's coming
I agree.
She's coming back already.
Yeah.
But what if Charlotte left WWE? Did you see Charlotte as Charlotte Flair?
Charlotte's incredible.
Charlotte would be literally, she'd probably hit the spotlight on indies like nobody's business. Like Charlotte would be working with anybody.
No funny. I don't see her doing that though. I wouldn't see her doing that.
I don't see Charlotte going on indies, but I'm just saying, what if? Like that whole scenario. If Charlotte was like, hey, I want $50 million.
Listen,
I mean, look, the reason why I say that,
and you're probably one of the best wrestlers on the planet right now. So
that's what I want. The reason why I say that is because her dream was her brother. She was doing it for her brother. And she's become obviously successful at what she does, and she's Ric Flair's daughter. I don't really see her, just saying, you know what, WWE didn't work out. Let's do something else. Like I feel like she just gonna probably ride into the sunset, and when the time comes back, right, she'll come back. I mean, that's just how I see it.
Yeah,
but
Forgotten Sons.
Forgotten Son.
A Forgotten Son.
Got it.
Oh, it was something with the.
Look how long it took you to find that shit. That's how you know it didn't fucking matter.
Look at my screen. I'm having a hard time looking through it.
Listen, Warren, you could have looked on the fuking NASA database. You still would have found that shit.
I mean, everyone.
It was taking forever. Like I'm sitting there typing faction name.
Now I'm looking for
different slides
for the women's Royal Rumble. I'm looking for.
Hey, don't be jumping the gun, man.
Okay, now go.
Yeah, we ain't going tomorrow. We got to save
Naomi and Sasha, so I was just saying Bailey.
Oh yeah, listen. We gonna listen. Yeah, we can't jump the gun because then you gonna fucking start me up, and I'm gonna have to talk about it.
We're just
Let's
gonna
just
be
keep going.
like,
Let's
yeah,
just keep going.
commission today, guys.
Guys, definitely check. Yeah, definitely
Yeah, we're
check
gonna
with
talk
us
about that
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be back
Royal
on
Rumble
Talk.
predictions. We got y'all. We got y'all.
We there tomorrow for predictions. But let's jump into the next
time.
thing. You know, we've spent a lot of time on one more thing. We didn't really close this out successfully. We're fucking worried about it. But AEW, not saying anything. AEW, TNA, New Japan. Listen, all the promotions. I'm a fucking fan of all wrestling. All right, listen, I'm telling you right now, I might like some more than others. I might like whatever. I might follow some more than others, but I love all wrestling. I try to keep up with everything, see what's going on. I'm interested. If it's interesting, I'm interested. But you know what I'm saying? It's also fun to be competitive. It's also fun to say, yeah, well, fuck, this shit's going on. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? If people are enjoying it, I'm saying all of this because, like I said, it's been a lot of attention being drawn to, like, whether you just watch WWE, whether you just watch, it was one of the biggest things when I joined the commission. Motherfuckers over here literally saying, I don't want to talk about that. What the fuck you mean you want to? That's like fucking that's like saying I don't want to talk about any horror movies or whatever. No, I'm not picking and choose. I want to talk about every fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, but there's a big reason why it's fun to speculate and it's fun to go through because everybody has different opinions. So I get you don't just want to know just WWE information, but don't be silly and fucking try to just focus on everything else because of that. And don't hate. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason to hate the shit. Warren and me, I'm not going to fucking even start because I've went on some rants about AEW in the past, but I'm not a hater. I'm not looking for them to fall. Is anybody in the room looking for any fucking promotion to be like, listen, fuck y'all. I can't wait for y'all to get out of here.
Yeah, to be honest, I just want to say one thing to that though, because WWE, after they put WCW out of business, they was the main juggernaut for a long time. But to see other promotions like a TNA come up and like a AEW doing their thing, I think is amazing because shit, WCW was going out of business 2-3 years maybe when I just started getting into wrestling. So I really didn't know much of it. I knew Goldberg, I knew Sting, the top people and stuff, but but to see other, other wrestling promotions out there it's kind of cool. So I don't want them to fail, man. I just want them to just do their thing.
I mean, when I turned on Spike TV after watching 1,000 Ways to Die, TNA just came on, and I'm sitting there watching Bully Ray.
Can you go back to that comment real fast?
Yeah, I was actually going to talk about. That's why I took it away real quick.
I mean,
we're gonna talk about this next.
A torn meniscus.
Okay,
I've had mine torn twice. It heals on its own. If you can't have a surgery, it heals on your own. I think give him about 4 weeks. No physical ability or whatever, not being in the ring, whatever. He'll heal up enough to be at Mania.
All right, so we're gonna jump into this next topic. I was trying to let Warren finish his thing, but this is a good question, Courtney, because I want to talk about some things that happened on Raw this week as well. And she said she sprang hers as well. Damn, Courtney, do you wrestle? I'm not sure. I know. I think the commission guys a lot more. She's not a wrestling fan. Okay, but it's really interesting, the thing that happened with Seth Rollins, hearing his injury and everything like that, and then having him come out, as soon as before wrestling started, I had put in the chats that we got, I was like, yo, listen, this will work. I'm calling it right now. I wanted to just call it before anything happened. But when he came out, he wasn't on crutches. I was like, okay, what the fuck's going on? Now, I think he is injured. But yeah, like you said, Warren, I don't know how detailed or whatever. I never had no injuries and shit like that, whatever. But I know when the ACL or some shit like that gets torn or broke, whatever, you out for like a year and shit. You know what I'm saying? Usually. But with Seth Rollins, him having that title, Roman having his title for as long as he had it, Gunther having his title for as long as he has it, Rhea having her title for as long as everybody's got longevity with these titles for the most part right now. Title. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of marathons being ran with the titles. So to see Seth Rollins go down and have to relinquish his title on some injury shit at the height of WrestleMania season, I think that's the most horrible fucking thing that can happen.
Horrible.
You want to see a dominant competitor, a dominant champion lose in a way where he was overmatched. You don't want to see just some handoff shit. Nobody want that. No. So yeah, I definitely.
a lot of people. I don't want to cut you. Go ahead.
No, you're good. No, please go on.
I think a lot of people, anticipated him because they, announced that he's going to kick off Raw, and they anticipated him giving up the title. And I think it was a lot of scenarios out there that said, okay, he's going to relinquish the title, put the title on the line in the Royal Rumble match. That was an idea out there or whatever.
Yeah, I
But
heard.
just how you just said, he's been champion since Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, won the, inaugural World Heavyweight Championship. And it's been some competitors in there that, hey, I was like, maybe he should have lost that too, should have drew. He fought Finn like 10 times, but it was some great matches. Even the one I think he had with Sammy and Jay, and even with Jinder Mahal though.
For real, the Jinder match was good.
That comment.
Hold on, Warren. Damn, let's finish this.
I'm gonna let you finish, but go ahead.
We're gonna try
that comment. I want to highlight that one.
Yeah, I get what what Brian was saying. Like the title reign that he had and how he built that up just to relinquish it. And I know some guys, who won the title the next day they got hurt. And, they had to relinquish it. We all seen that happen.
Yeah,
but I always predicted in a way where I said when this happened, the best thing he can do right now is just heal until WrestleMania. They could do one or two things, but they did the thing that the second option. One option, I was like, okay, well, just if they're gonna do this storyline, take out Seth Rollins and take out Seth Rollins and let him heal all the way up until Mania week. That he's supposed to have the matchup, and then that's where he comes back and return whoever took him out and try to get back at him. Or the option which they went with is just let him chill, don't let him wrestle. He's not going to be in an elimination chamber.
And hope for the best.
And just hope for the best. He's going to be champion. It's just somebody is just trying to make it to WrestleMania to win the championship. So he's got his spot. He's good. So he just need to chill out and he can have his match at WrestleMania. He can lose, win, or whatever, and then have surgery and take some time off. Well deserved too.
Definitely right. Here we're gonna get to Courtney's questions. I know Warren wants to touch on that. I actually do as well. But first we got Ray. What up, Ray? My tag team partner from STR. What up, Ray? You at work? Yeah, I figured a lot of you guys at work probably sprung this on you guys. If you guys get a break, if you want to jump in, please click the link. It's in the thing. You can jump in, give your opinion or whatever you want to give, or just shout out. But we appreciate it. We're glad you're able to watch, baby. All right, so Courtney wanted to make a point that it is also bad, even though we're talking about Seth holding on the title. We don't want to see him lose it in a way where he just handing it off as a dominant champion. But it is also a worse thing to wrestle while you are hurt. I know Warren, you wanted to really touch on that as a wrestler as well.
I'll let you go first.
Me, okay. So for me, it's just like I definitely agree. Ain't nobody a fan hard enough that they want somebody to fucking go down in flames. When Cody Rhodes wrestled with his torn pec, of course you respect the dedication, but at the end of the day, I don't respect the fact that you're continuously putting your body on the line and you're preventing me from possibly seeing you for even longer than it might have been. So I do respect the toughness and the tenacity, but at the same time, I would love you to sit back, get better so I can have you on my fucking screen and buy your merch and watch your matches and enjoy you, because that's what I enjoy, wrestling. So if you're over here trying to just tough through because you're worried about your spot, and I can't imagine because I'm not a wrestler, but I just from knowing the industry and watching it over the years, it must be a tough fight or a tough battle to relinquish your spot because of injury in a competitive sport. You know what I'm saying? So
my man don't want to relinquish that title, though. He want to hold it. He said, "Shit, I'm not gonna be the one who give up their title. Roman better give up his title."
Try to tell you,
he better give up his shit. I defended my title more times than Roman did in this last year, and you gonna tell me I gotta give up mine because of
tell him, Dre.
I'm just gonna sit this one out for some weeks, dog. But until Mania, I'm wrestling.
I'm
and then
wrestling.
I get the surgery.
I'll be a body cast on my knee, motherfucker.
That's all I see it, bro. For real.
You're gonna be on adrenaline pills. Yeah, you're right. You absolutely right.
But go ahead, Warren. I know he was.
Yeah, Warren. I know you're waiting for it. Go ahead, bro.
Help out now. Highlight that comment again, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get that back up here.
Courtney, you know I love you. No, but First and foremost, it's not ballet. First and foremost, wrestling does harm your body, regardless how well trained you are, how you do. You are always hurt while wrestling. That's something that people have got to have that concept. When you play basketball, you are always hurt while you play basketball. While you play football, you are always hurt while you play football. That's why all your top stars, and when you do the fantasy football league, you kind of arrange, maybe this person's not going to score this many yards today because he got hit 15 different times a different day. You're going to have a different style every single time you perform. Now, Mark Henry said this the most best way I could ever say on Busted Open, and I could relate to it at a very high level. I wrestled with a torn meniscus for 2 solid years when I had a title. Damn. I wrestled with a neck problem for almost 1.5 years when I had a title because I knew I'm not dropping this belt. I've put so much establishment to this title. I put so much just viewer into this title. I was not going to be, when I say wrestling is like you start from the beginning to the end standpoint, when you finally get to that level and you finally get a championship, that means the promotion is depending on you to sell that product, sell the next couple events, put butts to the seat. And hey, I'm hurt. I gotta drop the title. It not only hurts the business perspective, but it kind of makes them go, all right, maybe you're not the guy we were looking for. And that's something that people have in their mind all the time. When you're at that top of the level, look at Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin said it, hey, at best, hey, I'm retiring after WrestleMania. After I do this favor for The Rock, which he deserves, I'm done at WrestleMania because I can't do it anymore. My neck cannot deal with this pain no more. Wrestlers, I tell people all the time, quote me, get mad at me, whatever. Wrestlers are the toughest motherfuckers on the planet. Period. They wrestled through broken legs. The thing about wrestling, and this is how you say you're a professional, you work around what you can't operate. If you have a leg problem, guess what? We're not going to do a lot of moves with the leg. If you watch a lot of independent wrestling matches and you see what people are doing every single time, view that a little bit more every time. Look at it, see how their foot placement is. View it to see if their arm is being thrown a little bit more. Everyone is hurt. That is the thing like I said, Cody, I love you. But when they sit there and say that pro wrestling, it sucks watching somebody wrestle while they're hurt, you're always going to be hurt. It's just a matter of the intensity and the level of that hurtness. And yes, I agree with the Cody Rhodes thing. Yes, it does suck. He wrestled through that torn bicep, but what else was he going to do? He had a main event. That was the first time he's ever got the main event, a big pay-per-view at that time. So yes, he was going to main event that. And seeing what it did and see the respect that Seth Rollins, and they build a relationship off of that. I mean, wrestling is just a whole different mantra. And I think that's where, look at Kerry Von Erich. Kerry Von Erich wrestled with an amputated foot. Nobody knew about his amputated foot. That's called working smarter, not harder. And
that's definitely called working harder, not smarter. But okay,
what I'm saying is you work around what you can't operate, and that's something that wrestling has always been. So
yeah, I can agree with that as well. But like we said, man, I mean, and like you're gonna definitely have that mentality even more than we do as just spectators because you're in the fucking ring. So I definitely respect it. But at the same time, man, you want to make sure that your longevity is protected as well, man. You don't want to just be, like I said, once again, I just want to clarify myself. I know that
I'm on the window. He's not going to turn that down. Period. He could have a broken neck or something. He's like, hey, I'll get it fixed at Mania. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, a lot of people. You don't want to miss your opportunity, bro. I definitely can understand that shit to the fullest. Not even just with wrestling, with anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a fucking brand new job paying you $1 million an hour, but your fucking head's falling off. You gonna find a way to put that bitch on. But you know what I'm saying? You just have to be careful, man. Go ahead, Dre.
It's supposed to be, I think this is supposed to be his first main event, WrestleMania too.
This is his first main event for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So Seth, I mean,
and walking out at WrestleMania, if everybody don't remember, he started out at WrestleMania in Dallas. the first.
Yeah. He missed
first
that one.
That's right.
Yeah,
Because
too.
he got that injury, that ACL, whatever it was. But
Same one.
I hope Seth is good, man. I mean, I hope that he's ready. I hope that he's really ready. And like you said, Warren, like, as a wrestler, like just like fighters and stuff, like you said, yeah, they're never going 100%. Like you go on, whatever, but you do your best and you try to make sure you make it happen. And I think it's going to be a great match.
Themselves at times too, but luckily WWE has their good medical staff.
Yeah.
And we are under that stuff no more.
Yeah, we're in a different age where it's like, the medical procedures for these guys and these athletes are fucking phenomenal. And shooting stem cells, and it's a lot of different ways that you can be prepared with the money.
Perfectly together right now.
Yeah.
Surgery.
Yeah, but we'll see. I mean, that was a good question, Courtney. Thank you for kind of bringing that up, because Raw was definitely interesting this week. There was a lot of stuff on Raw that actually happened yesterday. One thing I wanted to say, let's go ahead and just powwow into this real quick. That promo from Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Listen,
I'm talking about Cody's side, bro. When he
listen.
I'm happy.
We gonna go in, bro, because listen, Cody Rhodes.
I'm ready to see Punk get punched in the mouth.
Cody Rhodes and CM Punk had, in my opinion, one of the best fucking promos that I've seen in a while. I've been saying that a lot recently. I've heard some people didn't agree with it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it was missing, but just to start off the conversation, I just want to say what I look for in a promo. What I look for in a promo is the engagement. I look the engagement between both parties. I look for the believability between both parties. I look for how well it's delivered, just like a joke or some shit. You feel me? Like, what I'm saying? And that punchline comes in, it's super hard. It's not like, I think that wait, hold on. Like, it's like, straightforward. I like the emotional aspect. The emotional aspect and the connection that was derived at the very beginning. Punk did his shit. When he took the jacket off, even, I think everything spoke fucking volumes in that promo. And it was phenomenal. I was in my kitchen screaming on top of my lungs because when Punk,
I didn't get to watch it yet. Now here you, I'm like, oh shit,
bro, listen.
Watch it.
When Punk did his shit, when Punk said his first thing, and he went off and he did the whole Mary Lane. And he said, your dad, he said this, he said that. And it was like, everything was so friendly and nice. But then it was like, wait a minute. Was that a jab? Was that a jab? And then when Cody came back, I was like, okay, Cody. I was like, all right, Cody, with the comeback. And it was the highs and the lows, peaks and the valleys. That shit was phenomenal.
It was awesome though, how, because like how Brian said, Cody came out there, grabbed the mic, and then off the buck, CM Punk, just said, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna beat you out there. We gonna talk. So what you want to talk about? And CM Punk goes to talk about, Dusty Rhodes, just like everyone, want to talk about Dusty, and it was just a back and forth. Now I'm interested in seeing that matchup right there, CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes, though.
Let's talk some shit,
but I was waiting for the line to come up. It was sort of sad, but really, wasn't said all the way. I was waiting for the line of Cody Rhodes, because Punk mentioned that they got both similar paths, and I mean two different similar paths. But I was hoping that Cody Rhodes would have said, well, actually, we really got the same path. Now, although my father told you, look out for me, and I left WWE, you left WWE. I went to AEW, here you coming to AEW. I come back, here you go coming back. So we really ain't talking about I'm more CM Punk than you are.
That shit that was it right there. He said he said I'm more what's it called than you.
I'm more the American dream. I'm more the American dream than
fans,
you are. Yeah.
Fans were screaming Cody off.
That shit was fucking phenomenal, bro. Yeah. And the fans were divided. They were screaming Cody. They were screaming Punk.
Punk.
Bro.
The
WrestleMania
gives you Austin Rock vibes,
and both parties looking this way. You know how Austin and The Rock and Hogan did at WrestleMania. They stare one way, they stare the other way, they stare back, and they both stare. I'm like, okay, like shit. Sell me the ticket. I'm in.
Yo, it looked like. Tell me if you guys agree
for the Rumble for sure, because those are probably going to be the last two in the Rumble.
Tell me if you guys agree, but when they were both standing there in that ring, I think for a second, yo, like you looked in their to me, it looked like they looked in their face and they were just like, holy shit. You know, when you get that fucking thing where you don't realize how big something is, and then you're standing there like, I can't imagine the goosebumps them motherfuckers must have had from standing that ring and hearing that crowd. That crowd went fucking bananas. When they was sitting there and they was looking at each other, they were face to face, but they just had to look around like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Like Punk even like he was about to smile for a second. Because that shit was engaging, bro.
Punk got serious on that one part. Like when he looked at it, it was like, whoa, I didn't expect that part. I like that visual. When I was watching the thing, and I could see Cody's reaction, and I could tell Cody was holding back on some things, which we knew. Of course, you're not going to acknowledge AEW. You're not. You're not with WWE because that would make them look lower class type scenario. Now, Punk did throw a shot at AEW. If anybody didn't read it, Punk threw 2 shots at AEW. Very quietly, but he did it at the same time. When the whole rant about Dusty. And then when you talked about, when he said, I'm more American Dream than you are, the crowd was just like,
that shit was
wow.
phenomenal.
Okay. And then they said, hey, let's talk about the pipe bomb. Punk takes the thing off the mic, throws it, you get a reaction out of it. I said, this is what we need. This is how you sell a pay-per-view. This is how you sell an option without, and what we always talk about wrestling, less is more. You got everything you wanted just from 2 guys ending Monday Raw in a promo.
Yep.
You don't see it often anymore. And nostalgia. Look at it and stuff like that. You put, and then you put Cody there. Obviously, Punk has been wrestling on house shows. He hasn't wrestled on Raw. He hasn't wrestled a PL. So Royal Rumble, this first one, Cody has been doing everything. And like what Punk said, you've been carrying this company back for 2 years. Now I'm here. I'm just more engaged. I want to know what more personal can you get with that promo with those 2? Because you know Cody's going to shoot off about, hey, you did screw over my friends, or something like that near down the road. We're going to hear something with it. Punk's going to say his thing. They're going to go back and forth. It's going to be a while before we finally get that look. But, hey, they sold it on very well last night.
Let me tell you this. After that promo, this is what I think. After that promo,
we heard.
This is some shit that I feel a promo's effectiveness is the whole fucking reason they do a promo altogether. A promotion for everything. That's what a promo is a promotion. That's the fucking whole point of promo. They established dominance in that promo. You know what I mean? Literally, we know the speculations for what matches are going to be at, well, at least to expect at Mania. We know what to kind of expect at Elimination Chamber. We know what we kind of looking forward to getting at Royal Rumble. This promo right here for me, if something happened, it was some crazy shit where it wound up being Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, I am extremely interested in the build up to get to Mania if that was our night 2 match from that promo alone. Honestly, if everything fucking changed, if Roman Reigns got injured, knock on wood, I ain't trying to wish bad on nobody, but if this promo right here was a preview of what can be built between these 2 men right here in that one segment they had on Raw, I am fucking for it immediately. Immediately. You feel me? That's how good. If a promo can do that to change your fucking outlook on every single thing you've been watching for the last 4 or 5 months, it's fucking phenomenal. In my opinion, it's phenomenal. That shit was phenomenal.
I thought it was amazing, man.
The show that you don't even like. If you think about it, we're talking about that. We're talking about that promo more than the matches that were happening.
I'm trying to tell you.
And there were some good matches.
Matches were good. Gable and fucking Ivar.
Bro. Oh yeah, that was nice.
It was nice.
Give Gable his flowers, bro. Give Gable his
was a beast, though.
Flowers.
Ivar too. Yo, Ivar
can move.
I would be interested in seeing Ivar say "fuck the Viking" shit and come out on a new character, and be kind of an established dominant, man.
Viking stuff. So
listen, bro, you gotta switch it up though if you wanna transition. I mean, he's doing well. He's doing well, man.
Ghost Anarchy theme with it. Yeah, he could work with that really well.
Yeah.
I mean, and Drew wrestled Priest last night. Nobody
Damien.
remembered. Like, I mean, R-Truth is killing it right now.
But don't start. Don't fuck with me, Warren. I'll tell you right now.
But I'm just saying, like, when you're looking at that promo,
this shit right now.
the matches were not. The show wasn't bad as a whole.
No, I'm talking about
get that delivery of that promo, bro. Sold. Instantly sold.
Yeah.
And that's where you know that the references, man. That's where you know what your audiences are engaged in.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. It's
and one thing I want to mention, though, although we talked about real fast, though, we talked about Seth Rollins, we didn't talk about the other half of that promo, though, and how Gunther came out there face to face with the World Heavyweight Champion for the first time, might I add, yo. You know, just to say, you know what, hey, you know, I'm winning the Royal Rumble, I'm challenging you. You know, I'm letting you know. So that was his first interaction in a World Heavyweight Championship picture. So I thought that was amazing too on Monday Night Raw. You know, plus everything else.
I think it helps because obviously Royal Rumble is this Saturday. Oh my gosh!
I think Gunther was also good, bro.
I said this to Brian earlier. You think Hulk Hogan gonna be in the Rumble?
Hogan?
Yeah, because they damn near like.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't be. It's in Tampa, Florida. It's in his hometown, right? And
I say this, Brian. Boy can move now. He can move. I will say this. I usually shit on it. Brian, I'm serious.
He wrestling
bars. It was like a promo. It was just
the dude's got a six pack now at his age.
They was talking about 40 years of WrestleMania. It seemed like they were hyping the game up and hyping up. He was, you know, Hulkamania for 40 years, and
he'll probably be there, but I don't think he'll be in the Rumble. He'll be there. He'll probably be there.
It's at his home. It's in Tampa.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
And then Ric Flair.
If he is in the Rumble, fuck it. I don't care. Listen, he's gonna throw his ass. He ain't gonna win, but gonna throw his ass over the wall. Go ahead.
We're gonna get the old "I'm Real American," or we're gonna get the 2002 NWO type Hogan.
If that was a spot, I would not mind. I'm not gonna lie. If Hogan brought his old ass out there, got up in that motherfucking ring and let somebody throw his ass out. Hey, listen,
I'll be throw one or two people out.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be down for it. But like we were saying about like Gunther coming out for Seth and everything. I mean, I thought that was also interesting. I think that was the smartest thing to do because it's really not an attachment between them. So it really gives Seth the ability to kind of step away without any kind of real investment that we're missing. Because he can step away now until we already know his engagement with Punk, and there's nobody else really going after the world title. So Gunther was a perfect option. Somebody who already has a title. It was perfect. It was perfect for him to be able to step away for a minute.
It's a perfect leeway to take time off because you got the Royal Rumble. Whoever wins the Royal Rumble going to either face, Roman or Seth. Yeah. So, and that's at WrestleMania. So let's say the person picks Roman. He still got more time to the Elimination Chamber for someone to win that to find out who's going to face him at Mania. So it's time in between where he doesn't need to really do. He already established to the fans that, I'm hurt. So he could easily step away, take some time off, pop up here and there throughout the WrestleMania season, and that'd be that. So.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Tune in next time to Dragon Ball Z.
I had something else I wanted to say, but I forgot what the fuck it was. Something else that happened with Seth Rollins, and that happened. Some other stuff happened on Raw. That's what I was gonna say. The Damian Priest and the R-Truth thing. Now remember, we came on. I was talking on. I can't remember if it was STR, if it was Commission Talks, but I was saying how notice, and everybody was shutting me the fuck down. Notice how people aren't booing the shit out of Judgment Day that much anymore. Dom still gets his heat. Finn Balor really doesn't get a lot of attention because he's usually with Damian. But if you notice, man, Damian Priest is slowly becoming a babyface. You can see it. You can see the transition is happening.
You're saying it's kind of like how Roman was with the Shield.
I don't know, Warren. I don't know. Fuck me. I don't know.
Roman started becoming a babyface with the Shield for a while.
You know what?
I don't remember. Yeah,
This is my idea, though. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. But Damian Priest was the first member besides Edge, because he was the one. Damian Priest was the first member of the Judgment Day, right? So now I don't know. Someone said this. Yeah, I feel like he is getting fed up with the R-Truth bullshit. He getting fed up with Rhea Ripley bullshit. He's going to take the Judgment Day and create some new members of his own and kick all these motherfuckers out. Because Dom would do Dom. He had his heat. Rhea is mommy. She on the cover of 2K. She doing her thing. And Finn, he just got to find his spot back. So I feel like that could be
I like what Finn's doing, bro.
But
I think it's entertaining, bro.
Just like what Drake just said.
Finn's spot, bro.
He just there.
Put in the jacket.
Yeah,
Finn is having
fun. He's really in between, though.
Fun.
I think JD is more noticeable than Finn. But
be honest.
I mean, obviously he may not care. I mean, he's on TV. He's having fun. But I mean, like, I feel like Finn Balor could have been one of those guys who could have beat Seth Rollins for the title and really done something, you know, like. But yeah, we know it didn't work.
But Dre, like you're saying you're saying you're thinking that Damian is getting fed up with the Judgment Day. I agree as well, but I think that what they're doing is R-Truth is the key component to what's going to happen with that cash-in, with that fucking. And Monday night really like it really showed me. I think that I'm absolutely on point with it when he interfered in that match, which it was silly. But this is the long-term storytelling, though. Motherfuckers want everything, but when they get it, they bitch and moan about it. Okay? Listen, Warren is bitching and moaning. All right, so look. So you have R-Truth came out there, and he's been on his goofy shit. It's been goofy as fuck. Now, remember, last 2 weeks, I think it was last 2 weeks, Damian Priest has been, reluctantly having to deal with Truth. He didn't want to. He's been enjoying them. Even though he's goofy and fucking around, he's been enjoying them. But last night, he had to put Truth in his place because he fucked him over. He was trying to do the briefcase. Hey, what's the pin? What's the briefcase pin? He fucking with him, got distracted, and then Drew took his ass out. Okay? He didn't mean to do that shit. He didn't want to do it. Truth was just trying to be a partner to Damian Priest. I'm telling you right now, I feel like Truth is going to be the reason why Damian Priest has a successful cash in. They're playing that shit up hard. He's going to do him a favor. And like you said, Dre, I do think that he is turning him. I don't think he's going to resort to a group. I think Damian Priest is going to be one of the top baby faces that we're going to be seeing.
Yeah, he could be on his own. He could definitely be on his own. That's a theory, though.
It's fucking crazy. No, it's a good theory, but I'm just saying it's you can see. I've been like y'all niggas know, but I've been preaching this Damian's going cashing on Roman shit, and everybody been laughing at me. But they are building Damian Priest to be an important figure. A cash in on anybody would be incredible. Because listen. On Roman would be crazy, but if Roman and Cody have their match, and it's a WrestleMania match, and Cody wins, and some crazy shit happens, and Damian cashes on Cody right there, listen, bro, it would establish a name. It would establish a name. I would personally like to see him cashing on Roman more because I think it would build the Damian Priest a lot more. It would be incredible, and it'll be a talking point for WrestleMania, an amazing WrestleMania moment. But if he beat Cody for it, it would kind of take away from it. So I don't agree with that theory. I don't think it would.
I don't think it would though, because I think obviously Roman Reigns is the head of the table, but you got Cody Rhodes as this new baby face and the face of the company, which he's next in line. Let's be honest with you. He's next in line from Roman. So if he cashed in on either, because of the whole finish the story with Cody, it's like, oh shit, he finished the story, but he got cashed in the Money on the Bank briefcase.
It would be crazy.
That shit would be crazy.
It would be crazy. But people wouldn't like that though. That's what I'm saying. I think people wouldn't like that. But if a cashing on Roman would make a motherfucker like.
For example, Jay Cardell.
But what did Roman say? We making filet mignon, man. If you want cheeseburgers, gotta go to McDonald's, man. You gotta wait a little longer.
Bro.
Cooking over
Whataburger.
That's what I'm saying. We cooking over here, so I think either way it'll be good. But the fans, they want what they want right now. Give it to Cody Rhodes. There's no other way. I
tell you that long storm tour. R-Truth, in my opinion, they haven't booked that shit yet. They've been splitting the Judgment Day for a while now. But I think when they do it that long, they're doing long-term storytelling, man. You can see it. That shit last night solidified it for me. I'm telling you, it's gonna be something that happens at the Rumble. I definitely think it's going to be a big thing with Damian. I do not think he's going to have an unsuccessful cash in. There's no fucking way you're going to have like 5 unsuccessful cash ins, and the last one that you cash in is still going to be. Nah. They're building that shit.
Look here. I don't know. I've seen a couple of people. Well, maybe one person. I think that was
Austin Theory. The only one. Yeah, he didn't do a bunch of cash-ins, did he?
No, but Baron Corbin was one guy who, but I thought he was definitely going to cash in, but he didn't. That was some crazy shit. Austin Theory, now that was weird, cashing in on the United States Championship. I mean, he even came out and was like, "Shit, I had no option. Look here, I ain't beating Roman. There ain't no other title.
That's right.
I only got the United States title, dog."
He was honest.
He was honest as shit.
He was honest as shit.
But nobody liked
this. Oh, we love you, Austin. We love you. We love you, bro.
You're right, Brian. Like, but I'm still going with my third. I want him to hold it. WrestleMania is great. We haven't seen Seth Rollins cash in at WrestleMania, but if he could do it, we sing the night after WrestleMania. I want to, hold. I know a lot of people like. I was just saying they want cheeseburgers. They don't want to wait. They don't want to wait too long.
Right.
But I want him to milk it more. But the way they build it, even the way his interest came out with the both belts, the briefcase, the mask on, I'm like, dude, this dude look like a champion. Like,
Damian is going to be. I think he's one to watch, yo. He's been one to watch. He's developed very fucking well. Like you guys said, he's one of the fucking key founders of Judgment Day. Judgment Day went through their transition. He's been prepared for all of it. But his connection with R-Truth, I feel, is driving that motherfucker to baby face stardom. He's bringing it, bro. He's bringing that shit.
I know you could think of it though, but what was Damian Priest's independent name?
Needs to win the world title.
What was his name?
Punishment Martinez.
Punishment Martinez.
Come on, bro. You didn't tell Warren. I know that shit.
Okay, my bad. When I say Punish Martinez, I used to call him Whoop Your Ass Rodriguez though. When he was in Ring of Honor, man, he was whipping ass though. But I never could picture him in this spot.
Yeah, he was fat. He
was fat. Yeah, I never pictured him in this scenario, but he gonna be it, man. He gonna be it.
We gonna see, bro. Lewis said that Damian Priest needs to win the world title. Listen, Lewis, man, don't come in here and listen. First of all, thank you for watching. I appreciate you, bro. But I'm saying, listen, we gotta have Damian is gonna have the WWE Championship.
But thank you for watching.
That world title ain't ready for nobody, man. He has all 4 of the business, and for WWE to drop the ball on him would be a huge mistake. Especially after his performance at Backlash and Bad Bunny. That was really good.
Exactly. Too. That was my point. I was just about to make. So after last year, after not being at WrestleMania, after the prior year had to tag with Bad Bunny to get him in, and like I said, not having a match at this year's WrestleMania, then he had the matchup with Bad Bunny, really showed out and stuff like that. Like, come on, like they really. No, he didn't have a match at WrestleMania.
Damian didn't have a match at WrestleMania.
Everybody in the Judgment Day had a matchup.
Edge had that. Okay.
Yeah, everybody had a matchup at WrestleMania besides Priest. So I feel like this is
They're building new characters, man. He has earned. Yeah, he has. They're building new characters, and that's what everybody keeps asking for. Because notice, like you just said, Edge came back with Beth Phoenix.
What if Rhea screws the cash in up with Dom?
What would you gain from that though? I don't. I mean, besides a match with him and Dom or something. I mean,
the only thing I can see.
Not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying I don't think it would be a point for it.
Because Rhea is probably going to start seeing this as, I'm now more in control of this, even though it's no leader.
Rhea's on some babyface shit too, man.
Yeah, because over the last couple of weeks though, Priest and Rhea has been sort of butting heads. Who's in charge? Rhea doing her thing, Priest doing his thing, and Rhea could easily, be like, getting her, her emotions or whatever, and have the rest of the Judgment Day cost him the briefcase or whatever. But I don't really see that. I feel like if Priest keep, enduring what he's doing, I think he's going to find a way to stay far away from the Judgment Day to, to try to further what he got going on. So.
Y'all remember my theory was I said from the beginning, I think that Priest's going to do his cash in, and he's going to turn on the Judgment Day. I never thought they would turn on him. It doesn't make sense. If he does an unsuccessful cash in, it only brings him backwards and not forwards. It doesn't make any sense. An unsuccessful cash in might make you feel bad for him. I mean, that sympathy, is that what you want, or you want dominance? You want a babyface who's going to be able to stand tall, not somebody who's brought back, not somebody CM Punk or Randy Orton, or no, you want an LA Knight, somebody who's being established in a different way that you haven't seen him yet. And we need that shit because it's not happening.
Yeah,
We're used to the same fucking people, bro. We got new people who have the ability right now, a cash in on, I'm gonna say it 1,000, I don't give a fuck, a cash in on Roman Reigns, the most popular, and there's no connection between Damian and Roman. It's not even fucking names, really. He finally said this shit on Raw where he said something about Roman or something like that or whatever, but there's no connection. It would be the biggest shock value motherfucking cash in WWE history. There will never be a cash in that will be this large ever again. Let's be real. Let's fucking be real, man. Tell them.
Yeah, I agree. LA Knight should be champion already, but nah, man, that you got that, man. Look here, the more you keep selling that shit, I'ma buy it. I'm gonna buy it, man.
Bro, it's long-term storytelling. It's long. I think they know. Man. LA Knight should have been, LA Knight would be somebody I would like to see
because
what's it called, championship.
He done tried to cash in multiple times on the world heavyweight title. So what if he just say, you know what?
I would want to see LA Knight win the money.
And then also he is. I don't know why WWE haven't been, utilizing both the women's tag team titles and the undisputed tag team titles on both shows, Raw and SmackDown, which they do every other week. But Priest could pop up on SmackDown easily because he got the titles. So
hey, listen, it can happen. The tag titles too, man. I really hope them tag titles start to be pushed and separated, and people these tag teams start going back to the titles, man, because they really have neglected the shit out of them.
Under the radar, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Shinsuke is fucking a beast, man. Shinsuke is for example, here's a question we mentioned: Damian and Knight. What about Shinsuke? Is incredible. His heel work. I said that was one of the biggest things I said when I first saw it. His heel work has established him as a new character, in my opinion, because he's not the same Shinsuke as he was.
The whole animated stuff that he's that they got going on and everything. Yeah. And I think also we said it too, having a mouthpiece with him, and they probably couldn't find a mouthpiece. But I think the vignettes that they pull off and having the caption at the bottom of the screen and having him talk in his native language makes it much easier and believable for him and for the viewer as well, because when he does talk, you'd be like, man, what'd he say? You don't really take him serious. So the fact they got the caption at the bottom, you can read that in your own mind, in your own way, and be like, well, damn, I like that. And then with like I said, the animated stuff, dog, like, it's dope. He could have been another one who could have won the World Heavyweight Championship from Seth Rollins.
Absolutely. I agree with the titles switching and changing divisions. And like you just said,
good, bro. They've been a tag team for a long time, even on the indies, if anybody doesn't remember. So
which ones?
They've been a tag team.
Who are you talking about?
Kaden and what's her name? Katana or something.
Yeah, they're good. I like them. I mean, for the women's tag titles,
for a girl to come out of doing, nothing but calisthenics to coming into being a professional wrestler is a huge jump. And I mean, the only one you could think of is Ricochet and obviously Morrison. So, I mean, they've done a good job with those titles. I think they're just enjoying themselves.
Yeah, they're doing. I mean, they're doing well. I mean, it's not like they're doing bad. I don't even. There's
shout out to Chelsea and Piper Niven, whatever.
I thought Chelsea and Piper were good.
That was a good one.
I thought they're making
very entertaining, man.
Yeah, the women's division is doing a pretty good job of establishing importance, long-term storytelling with the Bailey situation. They're doing well. I think they're doing really well.
Yeah, but the women's tag team, I think it's doing well. I think the whole what was her name? Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. They started the jail, quickly after they, got put together. Thrown together when Sonya Deville got hurt and then she got released or whatever. And I felt like it was a story. It was a story within Chelsea Green that she could have just went on like the little entertaining little thing she went on for, like auditioning to see who would be her tag team partner. I know, but they just, threw Piper in there and just said, hey, we're going not do that. But hey,
Changed their name
so
though.
cool.
Changed their name. Wasn't Dewdrop anymore.
Hey, you want to talk about name changing? You want to talk about name changing? We got to talk about Pete Dunne.
Tell him.
Dunne, man.
Yeah.
When Tyler Bate came out and they announced it and his tag team partner, I said, oh shit, he Pete Dunne, man. He Pete Dunne. And the music, everything, I said, oh, that's what I'm talking about. You know, Triple H is in his bag now, man. Yep. Getting back to what it is, man.
I like how the commentary made it important to us. One thing I like about Corey Graves makes it very, very, very important for you to know the information and the history of what you're witnessing, because some people would just be like, oh, what the fuck is this? You got a new name now. But nah, it's establishing the character. I'm not Dewdrop.
Now Pete Dunne has that name back. He could do things that he once was doing, you know, with even though he was doing the whole knuckle popping and stuff, he's doing that a little bit more. And now they can build him up to be a credible opponent, like he did in NXT UK and NXT against Gunther.
Pete Dunne and Gunther. I was going to say Pete Dunne and Gunther. That would be an amazing.
That's coming.
They are fucking building right now, bro. I'm telling you right now. WWE transition
from the
bottom
this
year.
Give them this year. It's not just a store anymore. It's a whole group, man. It's a whole damn lineup.
It's fucking incredible where we're going, man.
In reality, we're getting close to that attitude era, but it's the working and the character.
We're going to talk. We still got more. We still got more shit to talk about.
War came in a little bit late, but you said that. You said that earlier when we was like two. You just said that.
No, bro. It's going to be. Listen here. Let's get to this real quick. Bayley, I think, is going to be the next top heel. She fades. Listen, I got to disagree with you, bro.
She'll be a babyface.
Yeah. I think she's the next. She is
going back to
definitely about to be a dominant
babyface. Yeah.
Bayley is about to babyface it out. I don't think she's going to do the ponytail. She's growing her hair back. You see her growing her hair back. She might go back to the ponytail. She might do the little back in the day reference. But yeah, baby, it's
Sasha probably gonna be.
I don't want to jump the gun, but
we all love Bayley, so I think it's easier for her to transition back into this Bayley role. So I see her going back to definitely a baby face. I'm not gonna jump here. We're gonna wait till commission talk.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Sorry, Lewis. We're gonna talk about it.
What y'all did?
I want to talk about that shit hard. Yeah, but
now put the title on that man, no matter which.
Yeah, he wants it on Pete Dunne. He wants
Pete
the title on him. Yeah.
I can see the IC title.
Yeah, I can see him and Gunther. I would love to see that match. That would be amazing. But all right, let's jump into. I want to segue. I want to segue here. So, like we were talking about, the difference in the changes and stuff that we're doing with we're fucking talking about, but the stuff that's happening within and we're very WWE heavy right now. But everything is happening, and now we got this news here, which is another big part of what we're talking about, the different engagement and the reason why there may be a little bit more freedom, there may be a little bit more hostile environment or whatever, and that is because I got a million fucking slides here. Raw is now moving to Netflix. That's right.
Boy. That don't even sound right, man.
That's crazy, right?
Say that again. Say that again. No, say that again.
It's moving to Netflix. Yeah.
What? Bro, when I seen that shit what?
Bro, listen. It's going to Netflix, man. It's going. Now, I want to clear something up. Now, I don't know how many people I'm going to give news to right here, and I am 80% sure I'm right. Okay, 80% sure I'm right.
Just
80. I'm going to say 80 because I can be wrong. I want to, leave a little bit of.
So you got that 20% to be wrong.
All right. So listen. So now I know the graphic has been floating around saying that Raw is moving to Netflix, and if I'm wrong, people, there's a lot of people watching us right now. If I'm wrong, please somebody shut my ass down. I don't give a fuck. Tell me I'm wrong. But what I'm reading is apparently everything is moving to Netflix. So SmackDown.
It's going to stay on the USA. I heard SmackDown is going to the USA Network this year.
Okay, that's why I want to talk. I'm going to pull up what I pulled up to look at the other.
But I did hear that also too, though.
I heard everything is moving to Netflix, but
Well, you also got to think Netflix is probably one of the only search engines that you can
he's saying SmackDown is
use for
on USA.
multi-platforms.
Yeah, I heard SmackDown is moving back to the USA Network. I heard that.
We're all gonna find out together. 'Cause
And-
I'm about to look it up as well. But go ahead. Keep
NXT
talking, guys.
is moving to the
I thought that was just
CW.
overseas for Netflix.
That could be something. That could be something that we saw too.
Because you remember, because
Yeah.
they were talking about doing the deal with Disney for overseas. And a lot of people I've seen on chats recently were talking about that Royal Rumble didn't announced.
No, I heard all the premium live events will stay on Peacock. NXT will be moving I think this March to the CW or this fall to the CW, and SmackDown will be moving to the USA Network, and WWE Raw exclusively will just be on Netflix.
Okay. Oh yeah, I
Crazy.
heard that
That's
too.
the live TV on Netflix.
Yeah, it is fucking crazy, man. But at the same time, I mean, if it is the fact that it's going everywhere still, I mean, that's cool. You know,
the
I mean,
CW is building CW Sports thing up, so I think
Yeah.
NXT brings cool thing with that. But
if everything, I mean, I read, I can't find the shit that I read before where it said they're looking to take everything, but if it is kind of still split up, I mean, that's still cool. I know you want your different promotions for different reasons, but I would have loved just to have one fucking platform where I can go find all my wrestling and just always know it's there.
So
I don't gotta
have
come around.
two
I
different
gotta know
ones
shit.
just to watch a WWE product, basically.
Well, shit, 3 really. I mean, if you're going from
But
NXT to
but if you really think of it though, I don't know if you guys were
4
the
actually.
same though. I don't know if
Yeah,
you
I
guys
was gonna
were
say
the
4.
same in a way though. But growing up, man, if I didn't have for a period of time, I couldn't get the USA Network or TNN, I think it was. So
Yeah.
I couldn't watch Raw, so I only
Yeah.
watched
Watch
SmackDown.
SmackDown,
You know,
VPN.
and
Yeah,
it was vice versa. So if you only watched Raw, that was your thing, or you only watched SmackDown. So for
You're right.
motherfuckers who got the Netflix subscription,
That was the main
or they
reason why there
sharing
was a
it
lot
with
more
their spouse,
SmackDown fans too,
people-
because of UPN.
yeah, I know. And
That's
people
right.
are going to tune in for Raw if they don't have, cable. Now,
Exactly.
people who have cable, they're going to probably tune in to SmackDown and probably watch, Raw if they have Netflix. Because if you have cable, I'm pretty sure you got like a free subscription for like a year or whatever with Netflix, or how they give it
T-Mobile, I
out.
think.
So
Yeah.
T-Mobile. So, but this in general though, Monday Night Raw,
It's $20 a month.
and they tested out last year with that Chris Rock special that aired live, and I know Netflix started to do more live stuff, but this was the furthest thing ever in my mind that I think and I think this is the first sporting live show that comes to Netflix in a way.
I've never seen it.
So
I know they did have Lucha Underground. was
Lucha Underground,
on
but that was
Netflix for a while.
pre-recorded.
Yeah, I don't think it was
yeah,
live.
that was pre-recorded. Yeah. But
Pre-recorded.
the fact that it's live though on a weekly basis though on Netflix,
Oh man.
I think, bro, that is surreal, my guy.
Yeah.
I want to know if they're
that's-
going to have on the archives. That's what I want to know. If they're gonna
That's
have
what I
like
that's what I was
Raw.
saying. Like I
No,
thought,
but I don't know. I don't know.
What up,
Keep
Devin?
everything on. Now I
What
know.
up, Devin?
I know. Just like what's going on? What's going on, Devin? I know.
I'm
Brian
often,
said keep
but I'll do it
everything
for you,
in one
okay?
place.
There you go.
That'd be great. But I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's causing too much confusion now. Like, just if it's all on Peacock, just keep it
That's
there.
how I feel.
You know,
Yeah.
just
Fuck
keep
Peacock,
it there. You
too.
can go. Like, yeah. But just
Big news in
keep it
wrestling
there.
today. That's right, bro. That's why we on talking right
man,
now,
big
DL,
news,
man. But let's see. Lewis
news.
had a big point. Let's go ahead and
Yeah.
check
What
with him.
you say?
Now here's my question. Now that Raw is going to Netflix, they say it will bring in a gross of $5 billion. Do you guys think now that The Rock is in the board will have an influence
hell yeah.
on Raw?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I won't be
That's what we
surprised
were
if
talking
Rock
about
runs
earlier.
one
nigga,
of
like-
those.
Definitely.
I won't be surprised
Definitely.
if Rock runs is probably like head of Raw or SmackDown. Probably SmackDown because SmackDown's made by him basically from his wordings. But I mean, if you think of it, just a whole nostalgia like that, this is.
I think the board. I think it's different.
Netflix is
I don't know
reborn.
exactly what it means, man. I just don't know exactly what it means because The Rock is a part of TKO, the company. Now he's going to be in charge of whatever branch they give him, but they said he's on the board. Triple H is not on the board anymore. So his fucking
Triple H's.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't know, like, exactly what.
Were you on with us?
But I think Triple H is just in charge of creative control.
Creative. Yeah.
Was Brian on here with us when we were talking about it at first when we said if Rock is the buyer of WWE, when they were talking about $7 production was a possible buyer, that Triple H and Stephanie would have full control of the product because of Rock would be like, hey, this is yours, but I'll put my name on it. Type scenario. Rock has always been that.
I think you were saying that. I remember you saying that before, but I don't. Yeah, it's something that it would just be that's speculation if it would happen. I mean,
TKO right now, bro. But tell me this: Triple H is going to have full control now. That's what this really means.
Now the thing is, I want to know. I want to figure out too is that will they stay 3 hours or will they move back to 2 hours? And the reason why I say that, and the reason why I say that is because of the whole commercial thing, with Netflix. I'm pretty sure, they wouldn't need commercials. I don't know how that.
They're gonna have ads.
I know they have ads. I know they will. I would assume, figure that. But would they move back to 2 hours instead of 3 hours? And then it also get them creative freedom and not to answer with the network and to do other
that's the point I was just about to introduce right now. Because I want to talk about that.
Hearing all these crazy storylines and stuff like that. Again.
I definitely think.
It's 2024, 2025 at that point.
Product,
so
I mean,
I get what you're saying. We're not gonna be setting motherfuckers on fire or doing some crazy shit. Or getting in the casket, some shit like that.
I'm sure. Listen, they just brought back the casket match. They brought back the casket. Listen, bro. Netflix.
So was that the announcement?
No, it was a lot. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get to it. Don't jump. Let's get to one thing.
I just asked him.
We got a lot of shit to talk about. We've been 2 hours going. The comments are still going. They've never stopped. I'm glad we jumped on today. But listen, the thing is with Netflix, like you guys were saying, there's a lot more that they can do now. Whether they want to go back to 2 hours, it is what it is. They're going to get the attention. It's going to draw Netflix attention. It's going to be so many fucking people who can tune into Netflix. Everybody already tunes into Netflix, and they're going to be able to watch wrestling. There's going to be people who never watched it before just because it's a big announcement. It's going to be a lot of shit. Sports fans. It's going to be a lot.
Brian,
throughout the summer.
Don't we talk about this all the time? It's something easier to get on a TV screen.
There you go.
Everybody has Netflix.
Or a phone.
Everybody has Netflix.
Or a tablet. And that's what I was about to say. And throughout the summer, or starting this summer, maybe late spring-ish.
And it's going to force people to buy Netflix because you can't hack into stuff and get that no more.
But you know how you got Netflix, right? And you just, hey, let's turn on Netflix. And the first thing that pops up is telling you what's coming in the next coming weeks or whatever. First thing I'm pretty sure you're going to see is WWE Raw. WWE Raw. And boy, it's going to be in your face, man. I'm telling you. Every time you click on it, that's the first thing you're going to see. They're going to make $5 billion Netflix. They're going to make sure that's the first thing you see
when you
type on Netflix.
That public crash like they did with that remake of Space Jam.
See, I think
Netflix is pretty big, man. Netflix is pretty big. I don't know.
Netflix is just as big as Disney Plus sometimes, bro. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, Disney Plus does go down too. You're right about that one. You are right because it does.
You are right, but they don't have a live. They don't have that live stream. And yes, that Netflix live stream. No, Disney doesn't have that.
Live.
No,
they don't got nothing live.
But Netflix
not
does.
Yet,
Netflix, the I think it was the Love is not Disney Plus. Disney Plus don't. Paramount Plus does, but not live though. But what I'm saying, and I know what you're talking about too. Disney, they do it on their channels, not on the streaming zone. I know what you're talking about, but for Netflix though, they did had a lot one of their live systems or whatever crash when they was doing some type of Love Is Blind reunion or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, it still happens.
That's a factor, Dre. And I think that was just something to test the things out to come. But the Chris Rock one went off without a hitch. That was pretty fine.
Well, maybe because people wasn't flocking to watch that shit. No offense, Chris. I love Chris Rock.
That's all they were waiting on.
But WWE has a very top-notch production staff, and I think when it comes to stuff like that, they're gonna be on with it. I know they're gonna do some testing out certain shit like that before they actually have the live show on Netflix and to see how it actually goes. Because I don't know if we ever, set through anything live on Netflix. So it's gonna be
We're gonna see, man.
It's interesting.
I think it's
yeah.
incredible. I think it's incredible. I think it's a great move. I don't think WWE is worried about creative control when we're getting Dave Chappelle comedy special. Listen, man, listen, Dave Chappelle got some great comedy specials on that motherfucker. But as a wrestling fan, this is a great move in my opinion as well. Let's see what Lewis said. Lewis, you said that's an interesting question. In my opinion, they should stay 3 hours because, as Brian says, WWE is on fire. They're building a lot of stars and making great wrestling wrestling watchable again. You're absolutely right, man. I agree. I think that it should be 3 hours. Even if they have whatever, put it on 3 hours. Don't take it off. You have a lot of people you can establish. You have a lot of people. You have a lot of moves you can make. Keep that shit going. I like watch. I wish they make SmackDown 3 hours. I don't know why everybody complains about shit.
They complain hard when it turned 3 hours. Back in what was it?
No, the biggest complaint I think is funny right now. The one where they're talking about Jade. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, Jade's not on TV yet. Let that shit marinate, bro.
Yeah,
literally, let that shit marinate.
Stop bitching about everything.
3 hours, but 3 hours when it came 3 hours, man, that was my shit because I felt like that 9 to 11 went by too fucking fast,
bro.
Too fucking fast.
Furious.
You just said it perfect.
And people were just like, God damn it! Why is it 3 hours?
Why is it so easy to watch? Because my parents were like, "Hey, you gotta go to bed at 9 o'clock," and I'm pissed because I'm like, "Oh, Raw is on
we
Monday
stayed up for
at
wrestling,
9, bro."
We stayed up for wrestling.
No, my mom
we
would
all
make jokes about it, like on school days. But it's like UPN, SmackDown, Thursday night. Okay, I can watch it.
Dude, who cares about Netflix? Well, apparently not you. I don't know what fucking planet you live on. A lot of people care about Netflix. Sorry, 202 degrees, but you better turn around more because Netflix is definitely official. I fuck with Netflix. Netflix not even. Oh yeah, he's a troll.
Bro.
You a troll, bro.
A movie.
You telling me Cobra Kai and fucking Stranger Things?
July 22nd. One of the most craziest films I've watched.
Hi, baby. Am I feeling too loud? I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I will. I promise. I know. IT Tiff over here, y'all.
What's up?
I love you. All right. Yeah, but
my man said though from 202 degrees though Netflix is had popular for World Strange movie. I couldn't see that comic though.
Stranger Things.
But Stranger Things. Okay.
Stranger Things is
They
fucking
wanted
incredible.
Netflix because they lost on getting Disney with
Mercedes Moné. Yeah, she was asking for $1 billion, and they were like, "Fuck that."
Oh
shit.
wow, for real?
She was asking Star Wars.
Earlier, I said 50 million. I didn't know she was asking for.
She was asking Star Wars for a big lump sum to continue the Mandalorian.
Get the fuck out of here!
I'm
for
like,
the Mandalorian.
That's what. See, I feel like now I don't want to keep jumping in though, but I just want to say this real quick. I feel like she's gonna have a little, a lot of talk behind her because it's not necessarily about the wrestling now. It's just about the money more so. But man, I think for WWE fans right now, I mean, Netflix is Netflix, but I think for WWE wrestling fans and that they flagship show is moving to the biggest streaming platform in the United States. I think that's huge.
You need a comedy. You have your action drama.
Yeah, I agree.
With Akira.
Do you realize that WWE Monday Night Raw will probably sit at the #1 spot for probably
easy.
I believe it.
Until
they'll probably make a new segment. They'll probably make a new segment for it.
Until Cobra Kai comes back out in September. I'm not even going to
Cobra Kai.
You gotta realize, WWE is a weekly 52 out of a year. So if you get Cobra Kai, that's 10 episodes. You're gonna watch that and
I'll watch that shit in one day.
You're done. So to
provide, you're right.
That's a win-win for Netflix in a way. For 52 for consecutive new episodes, that's a win for them though. So I get what you're saying though.
They will make a splash in WWE. She's being trained the proper way.
Oh yeah, I see her.
She'll be at the Rumble. She'll be at the Rumble.
Yeah.
The Rumble gonna be nothing but surprise entrances. Who the fuck gonna be in there that's actually on the roster and shit?
Which is good though. I mean, that's what the Rumble's always been.
Pretty good, yeah. At least 10. In my opinion, it should be 10. I'm talking about the Rumble again, but 10 people, special entrances or surprises, and then it should be the 20.
Exactly what Lewis just put right there is why Netflix is going to build WWE's viewership
easily, without a doubt. Raw will bring so much people. Yeah, it definitely will. Netflix will have to make sure they don't crash. You are absolutely right. Raw does over 1 million views every single fucking week, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Perfect.
over every single week.
Every
But
single week.
yo, here's another factor. Listen, guys, real quick. We didn't even talk about this. There's a lot of old people who watch fucking Raw and wrestling and used to cable and who aren't used
most
to streaming
definitely.
and shit. Remember that too, man. Who are
Yeah.
watching on their regular cable TVs and they get the majority probably isn't as high, but I mean it's got to be a factor. You know, people who've been watching for years, especially the older Southern people who don't change and don't do much technology and shit. It's got to be a factor.
No.
Listen, bro. Listen, it's definitely shit. But I'm pretty sure they thought about this with their little board meetings and all that shit or whatever. But
yeah, but that's what I'm saying though.
Honestly,
Even with that, even if you
They
still have that
plan way
cable, you
ahead.
still get like Xfinity. You still get that certain deal with the Netflix thing. So
yeah,
it go both ways.
you
though.
hear
It
Hogan
go
coming
both
to the
ways with
Rumble as
that.
a participant.
Yeah, we
Listen,
talked about
he
that.
said it. We talked about it. Listen, Lewis,
Yeah.
don't hold your breath for that.
No Rumble talks today. No
He'll
Rumble
probably
talks.
be there. Yeah,
Wait
we
till
don't talk about the
tomorrow.
Rumble.
Wait
We
till
don't talk about the
tomorrow.
Rumble.
Brian's gonna spoil it. Wait till tomorrow.
Listen, we got. I want to.
Tomorrow.
I know we got a lot to talk about with what's going on. Yeah, we got a lot. I'm trying to get to all
might
these
as well
comments.
just shoot from the hip and just go ahead and do it today. Just
Let
go
me
ahead.
see. Sasha is good, but
She ain't
she's
The
not
Rock.
The Rock. No, and she's not even
Sorry,
Sasha.
she's not The Rock.
You're calling her Sasha, but she's
I
actually
will be honest
Mercedes.
with you. If
No, nobody knows what the fuck
Charlotte
that is.
Flair would go
Can
on
you go to the next
limb,
comment?
Yeah.
Devin?
Devin, the tribal chief, says if
Uh,
Raw goes back to 2 hours, I can see more of the main roster being used in NXT going
which would be
forward.
good.
I don't know. I don't
It would
agree
be
with that.
good because
I
it
don't
gives
agree with that.
establishment and helps the whole product. That's what.
Yeah, but it also makes
you're
you pay
helping
attention to the
next.
people who are on the main roster on NXT instead of paying attention to the people who are on NXT heading to the main roster.
I mean,
the circular effect.
look what it did for Tiffany Stratton
What did it do?
with her and Becky Lynch. It established Tiffany Stratton.
I mean, but she could have got established in NXT the same way Jade, not Jade, Core Jade, and the same way that a lot of the other ones are being established. You have to put them in good storylines. You don't need fucking somebody to come and make you. You need to
Sometimes
be made.
you gotta have
That's
the rub.
thing.
Sometimes you do.
Sometimes
you
but
do.
but that's I don't. Do you think that is that everybody's establishment? Remember when NXT was bringing the guys Miz and all them people and pairing them with the NXT
You're talking about the little game show look.
was that
thing?
shit?
Yeah, that was terrible.
Nah, it's you need to establish characters, bro. Everything is about story and development. If you got a guy who wrestles well and you got them and they have character, they have charisma, they're gonna build themselves. Now, if you have to help them, then you build a story around them and you help them to see if they can get to that level. If they can't, then you ain't ready, motherfucker. Ain't nobody holding your hand, bro. Go get The Rock, go get Undertaker. Nah, nigga, like if you need that much assistance, you obviously not ready to hit the main roster. So we can put you on some backyard shit. We can make you a jobber, and there's room for you. And I'm just saying, like, I don't agree with you always have to find all these people to help everybody. Like if you're gonna be in WWE this top of the game, you gotta be ready, man. You gotta be fucking ready. But whatever, it is what it is.
Look at that whole roster now, man. You gotta be in your P's and Q's, and I think that's what a lot of people
only right now. Yeah, you definitely have to. Don't mean to step on anyone's toes. Saturday at 7 p.m. We
I like it. Self-promotion. I love it.
Going live
good job,
from Hey, good job, bro. Hey, Lewis, definitely be
you
there
did
to
some
check
good
you out
stuff
too,
on
man.
comment. We're good with that. Yeah,
Super support. Lewis, we're gonna have you come on one of the shows too, man. We're gonna be doing. I know commission. We doing we gonna be having some people coming on as well to talk with us as well. We're looking forward to that this year and everything going on soon as well as FTR. Oops, Monet. Yeah, listen, and I only said that because we established that Mercedes Monet is not the same name as Sasha Banks. We were saying that earlier where we were talking. So that money she asking for maybe Sasha Banks money, not even fucking. She don't got no bank account.
Purple hair. We need blue hair back.
I'm trying to keep up with these damn comments, man. Comments is coming in quick.
NXT, what are your thoughts on Lexus?
Oh yeah, let's go. Mention NXT. What are your thoughts on Lexus
Oh
King?
boy, I went on a
rant
I'm a big fan.
He's definitely stepping outside the box that he's done in the past. I will say if he went into the Indies trying to be completely his dad, it didn't work too well.
Yeah, I agree.
To see this now, and shout out to Shawn
That's a good
Michaels
point.
for giving him that idea. It's really making him a whole different character.
I agree as well.
I want to go back to my guy Devin real quick. He made a good point, and that's kind of like what NXT was doing, what WWE was doing, with like Warren said, bringing Becky back down to NXT, whether it was Seth Rollins wrestling, Braun Breaker or whatever like that. With NXT going to that network and the big network, of course they're going to try to have some of these mainstream wrestlers who's on a Netflix, so who's on the USA Network to come be a part of the CW NXT brand. Just hey, you get to see Seth Rollins and you get to see XYZ here. So I definitely, definitely see that. I get both points though, obviously, but NXT becoming,
especially on the CW network, you're gonna have to get some eyes on that
to a legitimate brand. See, no, I want to keep NXT as that developmental brand, man. I want to keep NXT as the developmental brand. We got Raw and we got SmackDown. I think NXT helps these guys out.
I feel like they're moving away from that shit a little, Dre. I feel like
they're
trying to make them
they're doing good. They're
doing
good numbers though. Keep the same
NXT
venue perspective. Keep the venue. That's all I'll say. Keep the venue.
NXT has gotten so popular, so whereas now it's becoming this third legitimate brand and not necessarily the developmental system that we get these guys and girls ready to appear on Raw and SmackDown, which I think should stay a developmental territory. But like you said, it became so huge and outgrown this developmental stage that it's because at one point, literally, all the veterans from John Cena, Randy Orton, you name it, was talking about NXT. It was like, shit, I want to go down there and work with them. I want to go down there and work with them. Like NXT was the best shit. It was Raw, SmackDown at one point was like, well, NXT was the black and gold. NXT was can't miss.
That's because it was different. It was fresh and it was different, and it wasn't the same shit that was getting. When they reinvented it,
and Triple H,
bullshit.
And Triple H obviously was behind, the creator. So it was like,
different.
Oh, man, this
was
shit
way different, man.
This is it.
It was way
but
different.
You were also, you got to think too, you're breaking the third wall. Like, how we talk about the forbidden door. Triple H did that with NXT because you saw more indie guys go to a WWE platform and enjoy themselves. Enjoy that time. Kill it out there. I mean, guys like Finn Balor, guys like Samoa Joe, guys like freaking Bobby Roode. I mean, just to name 3 guys that literally you never thought would ever go to a WWE moniker. Went because of NXT. Sami Zayn. You wouldn't know who Sami Zayn was before that. You would have thought of him as El Generico. That's it. You wouldn't have thought of him as a Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and guys like that. They really got to establish that and made that product what it was.
Yeah, they did. They did really well in that development. But do you think? I mean, that's a good point, Warren.
To where it is now.
Let me ask. Hold on. Let me ask Warren something real quick, because with that, do you think that if Sami Zayn or these people came and they didn't go through the process of NXT, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, these guys are established wrestlers. Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe, do you think if they would have skipped developmental and NXT, you think that they wouldn't have made it as well on the main roster?
No.
Sammy didn't have a character.
Sammy didn't have a camera. Yeah, Sammy was El Generico. He did a couple of things.
Was back and forth, wishy-washy with his stuff.
But just in general though, you remember a lot of the times we even got a lot of from the Ascension, who everyone loved as the NXT team. You remember Ascension?
Yeah, remember the Road Warriors? No one even talks about them anymore. They made NXT.
It was so many great talents that were in NXT, but once they got up to the main roster, it was
Tyler Breeze.
Tyler Breeze.
What was the guy?
It was so many though. Just not even
fucking corny.
Look, let's not even go
Adam
around
Rhodes.
name him
He was
because
one. He self-destructed though.
It was so many to name though. But the fact is they got called up and Vince McMahon didn't, obviously, I guess, see what everyone else saw, what Triple H saw. So I feel like NXT helped so many guys from the Wyatt family. From hold on. No, from the Wyatt family, from Elias, from so many superstars who were in NXT. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. They storylines that people bid in and bought in from Bailey, Sasha Autos. They were really establishing, NXT. And if it wasn't that NXT, you wouldn't have seen a lot of shit we've seen now. I don't.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
It's probably be what it is now because it's all from those guys that ran.
And one last thing, it just took a hit when Vince McMahon got a part of it and was the NXT.
It definitely did.
It took a hit.
Pink fucking
took a hit regardless because they refreshed the whole roster.
But still, but I think because you know how everybody was at that time, man. When you hear Vince McMahon got a hold of some shit, you're like, oh man, he ready to fuck it up.
You gonna
Oh man,
fuck it up.
so it
Get
was
your
good
old ass
buzz.
down.
Also, with a lot of shit that was going on, I was like, damn, why did it look like this? But it was good because it did have that dark, gritty, independent look. So Vince gave it this huge, colorful spot. It was nice. It was cool.
Trying to bring it up,
It was,
trying to try to reinvent. I don't hate reinvention.
I just think a lot of fans wasn't ready for that. They got so attached and they was loving that, black and gold, gritty NXT.
It would be like if you took Raw and fucking made it, green or some shit.
Yeah,
You're like, man,
yeah,
I watched Raw for my whole life. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel both of what you guys are saying. I only asked that question because, with some of the guys that came from NXT at the time, with the time where we love it so much, these are people that came from the indie scenes that were kind of already established in the indie scenes. They were making a lot of noise in indies. That's why they came over to what's it called. And yeah, they definitely had more established.
Is what they are now.
Say it again, Warren. Say it again, Warren.
They wouldn't have been the draw level than what they are now.
No, yeah, but of course. But at the same time, it's like if they didn't have, if we didn't have, and it's just some pure what if shit. But if we didn't have, Vince McMahon going crazy and doing all the shit he was doing, and you had a predicament where you could bring in, new talent and establish these guys, like I said, with storyline and development and creative, and you take fucking somebody like Kevin Owens, who I feel like if Kevin Owens came straight to the main roster and had an established story, went to a good storyline, even like the one he did with John Cena, if he just came out of nowhere and just pinned John Cena, and nobody knew Kevin Owens except for the indie scene, the Ring of Honor shit, and that's all they fucking saw him do, never had an NXT match in his life, I think that would establish him immediately. You don't think that would have been the same way? If he had nothing to do with NXT, if it was the same design?
He really wasn't even on NXT, if anybody remember. He really was on for like maybe 2 months, if that. And then he went straight.
He made noise. He made noise when he power bombed Sami Zayn on that fucking apron.
Yeah, he sure
that's one of the biggest things I remember.
Yeah, that was his first night. He made noise that night. Kevin
fucking
Owens,
noise, man. That's my point, though. If you come in and you're somebody who makes noise, my point, I guess, is developmental isn't. I don't know how necessary it is because it's not what it was before. NXT is a separate promotion.
You're not just going to get a contract for being a body guy anymore. That's what it really is. I've seen guys that built, I can name 3 on the top of my head right now. I would literally look at it and be like, hey, that could be the next John Cena. That guy could be the next this guy or this guy. They go in there, they see them, they go, okay, we like your look, but what do you bring? What do you present? And then they see them in the ring. Okay, they got cool little things, whatever. So let's see what your promos are like. And then they look at that promo like, nah, you're done. Nah, you would be like you could be like this. No, we need something different. And that's something like a lot of people don't realize, man. When you get on the indies, you're probably going to have 6 WWE tryouts. 6 minimal. And it's going to be those ones like, hey, we'll get back with you. And you're just stressing about it, consistently stressing about that damn tryout.
Good time.
So it's like, those things, it's just a whole rant thing. Like we just talked about with the NXT 2.0, we shitted on it right off the rip because, it's not what we see NXT as. And I said it on Commission Talks. Drake can vouch for this one plenty of times. Shiz and me went into a huge argument about it. I gave it a week. I gave it this. I gave it this. I said, well, just wait for it to watch. You sit there and tell people, hey, don't judge New Japan instantly just from that first time you watched it. You got to watch it a little bit more each time to get that presentation to figure it out. It took NXT a long time to figure it out. It's probably been almost 3 years now since the 2.0 division to where it's like, man, we could watch these guys now. When it came to that 2.0, it was like, we don't like the breaker guy. That was it. Like reality, it's just you gotta let it happen and just see. Okay, maybe I give it a time or 2 or whatever. And now look at it. Now it's getting its own platform. That's huge.
Yeah, but it's not the same. But that is also
I'm
because
a little scared. I'm a little iffy with
what it was.
CW network. I'm a little worried on that part.
But Warren, hold on. But you don't switch topics. We're still talking on topic. You just said a reason why it's not as successful as it was is because Like you said, when they did everything they did and they changed everything, you know, they didn't keep that. So yeah, it is successful again because they did transition back to what people were loving. They went back to the black and gold. Shawn Michaels is in there fucking making moves and making storylines and shit happen and engaging and making these names out of these newcomers that people don't really know as well. And like you said, there's a lot of talent all over the place, but talent is not the only thing that gets you in a professional wrestler's career, man, especially if you want popularity, especially if you want to be selling merchandise and shit. You got to have a mouth. You got to be likable. And even if you don't have a mouth, you have to know how to make your moves so you can be successful and stand the fuck out. Yeah, man, that's the whole point about it.
I've seen someone dressed like a plumber get a WWE contract. I'm just going to leave it at that. Dressed like a plumber, came in there, entertained the shit out of somebody, and was probably one of the worst in shape guys compared to everybody in that lineup, and got a contract over guys. So, I mean, you just got to look at it and see what can you bring to the table.
I thought so too, for sure.
Yeah, that was nice.
It was a good build. I didn't care who won, whatever. I mean,
it kind of did. It kind of did. Not for nothing, because you remember these guys. We're talking about it like they were so different because they've been here. The biggest thing with NXT and what WWE was doing, especially at the time. Remember when they were just having random ass shit where they would just have Tommaso Ciampa and fucking Johnny Gargano just come up for a tag team match out of nowhere and then go back. Had the damn when what the fuck, Karrion Kross, when he had the NXT championship, he was just having matches on fucking.
That was before.
Remember that bullshit on Wednesday, bruh? That I don't know what the fuck was going on. Vince McMahon was just going fucking crazy. If it was him, I mean, that shit was crazy. But yeah, but guys, I know. Listen, I don't know how much you guys are ready for tonight, but y'all reading fucking comments and I didn't even put them on the screen. Damn. All right. Well, I gotta let everybody know what we're looking at, bro. All right. Primary example: Dominic. He, in my opinion,
that's like the first glimpse you look at every time, man.
Is the most hated heel in the business. He didn't start there, but he made more of his name there by winning the North American.
He established NXT. He established that title. He definitely
really did. He really did. If you're a constant watcher of NXT, I think you will feel that way. But if you just watch, Raw and SmackDown and just see what Dom does on Raw, or Dom and Nick, or whatever you want to say, or Tom and Nick. But I had to realize, like, where the hell he get Tom and Nick from? Then I had to say Dominic.
I did too, bro. I thought it was calling fucking JD Tom.
Yeah, I was like, I'm tripping.
I didn't get it for a while. I ain't gonna lie.
But nah, man. Like, I think if you watch NXT, if you're religious, watch NXT, you'll really see him. The programs that he worked with, the thing he did with, I can't even think of the dude name. He injured now. Wesley. And even Mustafa Ali before he got released and stuff. So he was doing good stuff, in NXT. So because the thing about it, that too, a lot of people was like, Dom need to go to NXT. Dom need to go to NXT. He went to NXT and he did his thing for some time.
He was already established though. Like if anything, Dom established NXT. I think that's what Lewis was saying.
He was. I don't think he brought attention there. Him and Rhea. Don't
forget. A great example.
Yeah, Rhea was a big part of Dominic's fucking whole push
a great example.
In general.
We talk about it when NXT went to USA. Who did they bring back to bring eyes to the product because they were going to compete with AEW? Who did they bring back, Dre?
Oh, I don't remember.
Finn Balor.
Like 4 years ago.
They brought Finn Balor. Finn Balor changed his whole character in NXT at the time.
That Dark Prince shit was dope. That shit
gave him a whole different visual. People went and tuned in. Oh, because Finn is there, and this is the legit Finn we know. This is the Finn we like.
To new heights, Lou.
This is that Japan.
Rhea and Dom. Their whole dynamic together. In my opinion, you're not gonna lie to you. In my opinion, Rhea was definitely becoming like you saw where she was going, but Dominic definitely did help her in his ways as well. Their dynamic together really advanced their careers, man.
Mommy.
Yeah, that shit was incredible. No, who the fuck would ever knew that was going to be the direction where they went with that? Exactly. Finn came back, and now he's awesome character in WWE. Yeah,
exactly. It established him, brought him back, and
Finn is getting a little lost.
This way. Great example. When Baron Corbin gets to the main roster again, And after he comes back and brings that nostalgia, what he's done with NXT,
Oh yeah, he's gonna be.
You're gonna see a whole different run with that.
They do match each other's characters. You're right
Even
about that.
even the stuff they're doing with Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker, I like
Bro,
what they're
that
doing
shit's
with them
great.
too.
Yeah, the tag team.
I'm getting Sheamus and Cesaro vibes a little
He said
bit.
wolf dogs. He said, no, really? Wolf dogs though?
It's like, yeah,
Wolf dogs.
I thought about it 3 weeks ago.
That was like, but isn't that similar to the MJF Adam Cole shit where they're trying to make them like best friends or whatever?
I mean, that's more recent.
Well,
I would
not
go with
necessarily because Adam. Well,
Cesaro
MJF was the
and-
champion. Neither of these two are the champions. Baron Corbin, his ego was more so like, damn, I was supposed to get called up before a lot of these other guys, but I'm still here spearing everybody every single week and winning the match. And then you got Baron Corbin who coming back down here trying to make a name for himself. So it's like they just been mashed up together in this Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and they seem to
It's
sort
like
of,
Sheamus and
gel a little
Cesaro,
bit.
bro. That's what it
Yes,
is.
yeah.
That's what
It's giving me that, but not all the way. It only been what, 2 weeks, a week or so. So
I just
like
love when
another
he
2
said,
weeks.
"Hey, I thought about it 4 weeks ago. We're going to teaming for 2."
Exactly.
That's
So
cool.
you
I mean,
think
yeah,
about
it was a good dynamic.
Shit was great.
Goofy wrestling is cool, but I mean, yeah, we're gonna see, bro. It's crazy how we've been talking for fucking 2.5 hours on these news stories. Really, we were on the topic of Netflix and like what's gonna happen, and we jumped into all these other areas because, like you guys established, thank you guys so much in the comments as well. Like, so apparently it's looking like Raw is gonna be on Netflix. We don't know if it's gonna change in any way as far as the time slots, but I'm all for it staying 3 hours. I like more wrestling. I'm sorry if that's crazy or something. I like more wrestling, man.
I heard this also comes with this Netflix deal comes with the documentaries. They get to produce some great documentaries.
You know the first one they're introducing, right?
I think it was documentaries, the movies. Obviously, WWE 24, right?
You do know which topic they're doing. He's now finally reviewing it.
What?
He doesn't get to have a say in any of it. Vince's documentary is going to be on Netflix.
Yeah, I thought that was already being. Yeah, I thought that was already.
But besides that, besides the Vince one, I'm talking about like documentaries. As far as like y'all look at the Love and WWE show that's coming to Hulu,
on Hulu
with Bianca, and so they're gonna have some more shows with on Netflix and special documentaries and shit like that. So it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. No,
I'm surprised they did not do a business plan with WWE because that was smart. Because you remember Hulu was only playing 2 hours.
Oh gosh, no. Hulu,
yeah, please don't. Yeah, Hulu is fucking.
Hulu, no.
That's why I said I like Netflix, man. I'm not trying to be like favoritism. But it's the thing that's difficult with the other platforms is like they always have so much shit going on around them. Like they're already established with Disney, Hulu, and UFC, and it's just conglomerated. And Netflix is always just a standout. You always know where it is. You always know if you click on Netflix, you watch something simple. It's not always some shit going on. I don't know, bro. It is what it is, man. Like, I think Netflix is a perfect place. I would say, if I had a vote, I would say put every fucking thing on Netflix and just see what happens. Let it, dominate on there and have its own section, and then we can all go there to watch
Netflix
wrestling.
Netflix was dying out for a while when Disney Plus first came up. Everybody went from Netflix straight over to Disney.
Then I
definitely don't agree with that. I'm sorry, Warren. I'm starting to disagree with you so much.
I'm serious.
I started to think of all the options that were on the table or could have been a possibility. Amazon, they got Thursday Night Football, whatever option, whatever stream. Hulu, that wasn't even an option.
Max actually is pretty.
Max got NBA basketball, so I think they was Max
has NBA.
That's the
tournament. Was Paramount.
No. Paramount Plus got the NFL. They got all NFL games on CBS, and including the Super Bowl or whatever. But Max is going to play the basketball games, and I think that's on the AEW side over there with Turner or whatever.
WWE is getting Netflix money. Hey, listen, WWE is getting hey, my man. Like, I'm pretty sure Netflix is getting WWE money, bro.
Yeah. Probably gonna go up on Netflix.
I think Netflix is the top. WWE is the top wrestling, in the world. Netflix is the top streaming service. Sure. Yeah, so it's like boom, you put them together, like my man said, man. WWE, they both getting the money. I tell you that.
They getting the money. If you do a fucking $5 billion deal, come on, bro. that's like fake numbers and shit. That's like not even real.
I just
Like,
want to know if they're gonna, what they're gonna have.
I want to say one more thing because we can go all over the place with this. It's a show, Warren, you know of it. Brian, I'm pretty sure you may know of it. Hills. It's a show that came on Stars. It was a Pacific part
Netflix,
in the
please.
last season. Hold on. It was a Pacific part in the last season where it was some like executives and they were at a wrestling show and they were just like, oh, they were so shocked and so amazed that wrestling generates so much money and is so popular and stuff like that. And I think now with this deal, with Netflix and everything, and people are starting to realize that how much money that goes in with these wrestling shows and that it is accumulating. You talking about 52 weeks a year, my guy. 52 weeks a year. That's it. And no one is offering that. Not the NFL, not the NBA, not nobody. But 52 weeks a year, you're gonna get a live new episode. Like
single time.
It's
right.
money. It's a lot of money in the wrestling. And people don't want to admit it. Oh man, you still watch that shit, man? I watched that when I was a kid. Oh man,
and it's like you said, Dre. That's a good point, bro. Because
you're starting to see a lot of behind the closet wrestling. Like
they're not even behind the closet. They just like they. It was once the news broke out. It was two things actually. Once Austin and The Rock left, they were like, "Oh man, I don't fuck with it no more."
Yeah,
and then when they got out, it was like, "It's fake" or "It's da da da." They were like, "Oh man, I don't watch it no more." But you up here watching these NFL games though?
Oh shit! Oh, get him, Dre.
You might as well take that hat off. Like, take that damn hat off you got on your head.
Don't fuck around.
Hey, you don't even know what hat I got on, man. You don't even know what hat I got on. Though.
I see the little purple.
When Dre go at it,
it ain't perfect. It ain't perfect. So I said, man, they
don't even.
Another thing, man, they got like a billion, 50 million subscribers on YouTube and their social media platforms. Man, come on, people. Everybody follow wrestling.
They just follow wrestling.
That's what it is.
They want to fake like they don't watch it. They watch it.
They watch that shit.
You gotta think of this too. NFL,
a million
ratings
every
fucking overseas now. That's why they went to the
no matter what
stuff to get
and this was just something I heard. This was just something I heard. I'm not sure, but it was like through all the illegal streams. And there are 1 million plus people who watch weekly.
I take it as a joke.
To the same amount that people were watching 10 years ago or so. So it's like
it probably
want to talk about
the
ratings or whatever. Yeah. And
you got different outlets where you can get the information quickly, and sometimes people don't want to whatever.
Slams don't really hurt. I'll say that.
Like take the chair shots, take the power bombs and choke slams, and you tell me it's fake, bro.
Listen, I take a choke slam.
Even when the motherfuckers when they bounce their damn head off the mat, like one thing I was looking at the Ivar match, it was one spot where he slammed them. And I know this happens like pretty much every time you get slammed. And they fucking rip their head back and your head pounds off that mat, even though it's like a little comfort there. Like you're still banging your head on fucking boards, man. It's like it's no leeway and shit. Like
this is what you do. This is what you do right here. Mm-hmm. When you take that bump, you go like this. That's what the fling back is because now you can control it.
Yeah. Okay.
Do this, you're safe. You do this, you're not gonna be.
I had a son with my 17 son, and I was hurting for a whole week, and I wasn't even in the ring. Oh man, yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all wrestling and fighting each other. Be careful, bro. But hey, I want to take this time real quick. I was trying to do it a little while ago, but I want to take this time to say, for everybody watching, thank you guys so much for watching, man. The engagement has been incredible. That's why I really wanted to jump on early and talk while all this news was hot, man. Like, I don't want to wait for tomorrow, man. We reporters and shit at this point. But I really appreciate you guys, and please go follow us because our normal days are going to be Wednesday. If you guys like the conversation, you like the presence, we're commissioned. This is the Commission Talks. I also host. We have another show, STR, Straight Through the Roast Wrestle Talk. We host both of these shows on starting 5:00 p.m. on streaming on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Well, not TikTok yet, but Facebook, Twitter, Twitch,
Instagram,
YouTube. Yeah, it'll be on Instagram as well. So if you guys like us, make sure you go follow us, please. We really appreciate the support. We all have individual shows as well. I mean, if you start following Commission, you'll be able to find all of our stuff. We love this shit. Wrestling is definitely one of the things I'm paying attention to even more streaming this year. I'm definitely going to be really, really invested in wrestling straight through the ropes as well as Commission. We're going to be making some big noise this year. So I hope you guys are enjoying the content.
Shout out to all the wrestling fans out there. I just want to piggyback on what Brian said, man. Like, when I initially started the podcast, man, I was just talking wrestling. But I felt like, man, in my bubble, in my circle in DC, or people who know me, they didn't want to hear me talk about wrestling. So throughout this journey of podcasting, meeting so many different, personalities and people who love wrestling, I think is awesome because that been the actual number one show on my podcast, which is the wrestling show. So. Man. Hey, let's kill it.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I do want to say this real quick. My thoughts and prayers go out to Stormy Lee. In Florida-based wrestling, I don't know if I've been seeing so many promotions saying in memory of Francisco Ciazzo. He has been a pioneer of pro wrestling for the last 20 years. And hearing the passing of him, I've only met him twice. Always really a genuine guy, stuff like that. If anybody can, there is a GoFundMe account. Individually message me. I will send you the link. They also have collar and elbow shirts in memories of them. Francisco Ciazzo was literally what we call a journeyman, and literally did so much for the up and coming future of pro wrestling itself, not just WWE, AEW, whatever. He really put a lot of ownership and put viewers into pro wrestling and getting them to the next level. So my thoughts and prayers go out to the family and Stormy Lee more than anything. But man, Francisco Ciazzo, hope you're making you proud, bro.
Got it, bro. Well, thank you for that, Warren. Yeah, definitely, guys. Go support. Check Warren out. He'll definitely give you that information.
Is that Lewis? Yeah, shout out to
Lewis,
man. And podcasting for 5 years, and this is
right.
Great. Hey, look at it, man.
Congratulations, bro. And we glad we met you, and we're looking forward to get you guys up on the shows and speaking with us. We're gonna follow you, follow us, and look for the game. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm putting it together. I got to dip off in a minute because I got to go do Family Guy stuff. But I really have enjoyed this. Hey, Commission, I'm really glad you guys were able to take time out of y'all day. I know this is unexpected. So we can jump on and do what we do, bro. This is what we do. We talk wrestling, and I've loved it. I've loved it. I'm so fucking excited about everything that's going on with wrestling right now. It has been incredible. We got some pretty good compliments in here today. We told commentators and what up, little Warren? That's little Warren right there. He said, "Get bent."
That's my roll call.
Yo, guys, we're gonna dip out. Yeah, we are going to be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. The Commission Talk returns, baby. We're gonna hit you with that Royal Rumble predictions, all the stuff we've been saving. So if you guys have been wanting to hear that Royal Rumble, we're gonna be talking about who we think we're gonna win. We probably gonna get it right. I think we're gonna get it right.
Will.
Oh shit, Warren's going in it.
I'm number 30.
I'll vote for Warren.
Spoil it now.
Frank made Indie Stars. He'll be missed.
Yes,
okay,
he
good.
Did.
Lewis
he
knows.
Definitely did.
Lewis knows.
He definitely did.
Awesome, bro.
Definitely
awesome.
Did.
Thank you guys so much. If you guys haven't already, like, share, subscribe, follow us. We'll be back tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Not STR. I'm sorry. Commission STR will be on at 9 o'clock. Guys, anything in closing?
Hey man, other than that, man, this was unexpected. This was fun. Yeah. Definitely subscribe to everyone to Beeline Entertainment, Buzzing with Marlo. New episode of Beyond 1130 comes this Thursday.
Yes.
And talk pro wrestling, man. We're going after the Royal Rumble. We're going to go in, man. So tune in. I'm excited.
Definitely.
It doesn't matter because now he is running it all. Woohoo! All right,
Rock is running business, bro. That's crazy, yo. All right, guys. We look forward to speaking with y'all. We'll be back till next time. Stay true, stay positive, pay attention. If you smell what Commission Talks is cooking. Good night, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of y'all day.